Well, that took a lot longer to show up than I was trying to appear. I was trying to appear with the music. Hi everyone. What is going happen, y'all? Liyue theme, yeah. Hi everyone. Gotta have your model dramatically faded. I would love to. I don't know how to do fade ins and stuff like that. I know I can have like an animation play as I enter. But hello, welcome everyone. Hello, Soth, Rainbows, Cabrilla, Monday. Wait, hold on, let me check. Okay, yeah, making sure. Okay. Hello, Soth, Rainbows, Cabrilla, Monday, Meru, Jester, Yuna, and hello, Yuna's new account. Sorry that your old one got all borked up. Sorry about that. That blows. I've had account weirdness happen in the past, and it's never fun. Meru, Yuna, Rainbows, Soth, Cabrilla, Mary, Papa Mog. Hello, everyone. Jester. What is going to happen? Dramatically fades in with the I dated your Archon. Hello. Late night stream compared to what we normally do. Late night for me. 9 o'clock Pacific time. But I had some stuff going on today. I still wanted to stream though. So, oh, that's fair. Got a new phone, tried logging in. Completely forgot the email I used to use. One of my I only recently created the backup email for it, but my Facebook is still connected to my old Yahoo account. I really ought to just change it immediately, but my old Yahoo from like 2006, something like that. Oh, OG account got jacked, hence the Mister in your new name. Oh, interesting. Today, I think we're just going to, it's going to be kind of another wandering stream. Gmail beta tester. I think we're gonna go to Sumeru and open some of the statues, maybe explore some more of the areas, grab some chests, maybe some side quests, world quests, things like that. Oh, Yuna, Act 5 of Sumeru was incredible. Some of the best moments of the entire game, period, so far. I cried. It was 6.5 hours in one stream. And so it was like a Squirathon level, Squirathon length stream to knock all that out in one day. But it was amazing. Great. So let me turn off that music. Let me hop into here. I pulled Zhongli. Let me. I had to. It was for trial. Okay. I had to. Okay, let me tell you how it is. I don't remember. Did I do my dailies this morning? Did I do my dailies today? Oh, speaking of GeoCube, I did actually get up.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
I know, dude. I know.
But where are those who share the memory?
They're dead. That's what happened to them. I did run the cube again. My team for the cube was Shogun, Zhongli, Bennett, and is that right? Was it Bennett and Noel? Actually, I don't know why I felt like with some even just basic artifacts, Noelle was doing a better job at smacking the pillars down than even Beta was, which I feel like that might just be me convincing myself of that. But yeah. So I have him up to 50, and then I have him ready to
Osmanthus wine
ready
tastes
to get
the
up
same as I remember.
to get up here. Yeah, very easy to build as a pure shield, just HP stats, for sure. All right, I don't think there was any. I think I did my dailies and stuff already. Just make some resin and, yeah, get my realm currency.
This realm is...
Hi, Kun. Hi, Kun. Thanks for stopping by, even just for a second. Zhongli in the teapot, and Nahida in the teapot. Got 2 Archons in the pot.
If you ever have any...
Yeah, I used to curse the defense and HP main stat artifacts. Yeah, the only... Yelan is really the only character that I, like, use regularly who scales on HP. That's not true. There's a bunch of characters I have that scale on HP, right? I don't regularly use Toma and Diona, but they both scale on HP. Oh, I forgot to turn on the game music. It's like, why is it so quiet? Boop. 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 Okay, maybe for wandering around, I don't know who in the Sniper Bloom team I would replace, though. I'd like to wander around with Zhongli. Let's just wander around with this one. My Law and Order team. Because Law and Order. Okay. Let me get this up here. And then maybe we open up this. There's a bunch of world quests in Liyue Harbor as well. I want to, because now that we finished the Archon quest, you know, we could immediately head to Fontaine. I don't want to do that though, because there's a ton in Sumeru. There's still like a good half chunk of the map that we haven't even opened up yet. So let me grab this teleport. Have you considered the possibility that you're an idiot? Okay. Up here, let me tell you how it is. R&R can organically take me to the North statue. Oh, okay. I was trying to progress through the world more organically. Oh no, I'm tired. Oh shoot, a yawn. A wild yawn appeared. How's everyone doing? Getting excited for the next banner and next 5.3, correct? It's 5.3 that's coming out. Oh my gosh, and I still forgot to. No, did I? No, I turned it on. There's just no music. 5.3 on New Year's Eve. Hell yeah.
Busted. Dissipate. I'll settle this.
Popped you. Between having Zhongli and having Shinobu, Yanfei is virtually invincible compared to how she used to be. Come on, inflate. Inflate. No, not that one, Yanfei.
Gotcha.
Crumble.
Crumble.
Motion to compel.
There we go. There we go. Now you're doing good. I need those. No, I don't. Rushing after these drops that I don't need. 5.3 events. Lantern Rite, yeah. Oh, we need to react to the previous Lantern Rites. Maybe we do that Sunday. Sunday. So good to me. Oh, they're right here, huh?
Busted.
Stabilize. I will have order.
I really didn't need to pull out all of this for these bros. The fire music, Sumeru music. Is everyone gonna be, who's gonna be pulling on Biker Babe? And who's gonna be, Spiker Babe and Setali? Mavwika and Setali?
Quietly
And then after is, phase 2 is, What's Her Nuts and What's Her Nuts. Yep. Who am I thinking of? What am I trying to say right now? Both. Oh, going for both. Ooh. Arlecchino. And Chlorind. Why did I pull that out? It's at this point just a habit to start Hyper Bloom reactions, even if I don't need to. Lightning terrifies. I think maybe Sunday we do R&R quest and react to the lantern and react to the previous lantern rites. Hello, Jelly. Oh, Xianyun's quest before lantern rite. Oh, okay. Oh, these are timed. I didn't even notice them flashing until that one shut up. Where's the last one then? Cabbage fairies. Oh, I can't sit on these? Unplayable. Oh, here's the last one. Xianyun kind of important to know for a previous internet. Okay. We could do that tonight. We have it unlocked. You guys want to do that?
Trainee Forest Ranger Kale.
Get in here, Green Amber. I got that one down there, did it? Yeah. No, she's got 2,000 HP. Please don't attack her.
Get with me.
Is there a fourth one? Shoot. Oh, there's a fourth one. Holy crap, that was... They're so close together. Why did they stay open for such a long time? Has some feels? I'm good for feels. I promise I'm not drunk. Oh my gosh, why is the sensitivity on this thing so high compared to the rest of the mouse? Withering zone. Nice, nice, nice.
Time to broaden the her.
Man, I didn't realize that this was part of the regular soundtrack. Ruka Devada's Fade Away. Well, that caught me off guard. Anyways. Oh. I found you, Lenny. This one's obviously closer. Oh wait, I should have. Wait, hang on. Let me do that first.
The Temple of Wisdom.
The Temple of Schmishdom. Ow. Where's there a Grana? Oh, this is just was this just a tumor? Instead of the whole thing. Oh, it was just a withering tumor instead of the whole thing.
Find anything you like?
Find anything you like?
I see everything.
Quietly now.
Boop. Where's there a Grana to break this thing?
I will break you.
Oh my gosh, does one clear the frick down there? Is that the one you're supposed to use for this one? It's so far away. No, that's the one you're supposed to use for that one. What am I hearing? Is that a hilly? Is that a churl? Digging in the digging. Did it digging? Okay. Other withering is over there. Since I'm here. Oh, hello.
Here comes the catch.
Ah!
Everyone hold hands.
Hold hands and you will die together. The only solace I can offer is that you will die. Is that you will not die alone.
I almost said that you will die alone, but that's the opposite of what I was trying to say. Where's the other withering right there?
Yeah.
One of the city tracks in Fontaine? Great. Oh no, Sumeru crushed Connor's heart. I don't know how to take Fontaine. Damn it. What are you doing? You were kind of just chilling here. I didn't need to kill you.
Out of my way.
Busted. One with nature.
Hey,
I wasn't done. Well, you are now.
I think for maintenance day, usually on maintenance day I play Truck Sim. I'm thinking this maintenance day, we will do some God of War. Right before I started my YouTube, I'd platinumed God of War and God of War Ragnarok, God of War 2018 and Ragnarok. Two of my absolute favorite games ever, the two recent God of War games. But there's still some like, it wasn't required for 100%ing, but there's still some like stuff in like the arenas that I haven't done. So maybe we do that?
find anything you like?
I did. I kind of like destroying, I kind of like running up to the withering stuff and destroying them with so that she can be the one to destroy it. Also, people said I liked how our trial Nahida got the final shot in on Balladeer, and also people were pretty satisfied with A being the only casualty to the Balladeer. Kind of justice for her her negligence as a parent. Not that it excuses, you know, what Balladeer did, but... Sniper balloon! No, don't hit my radish! What's this dude doing in there?
Yeah, hey,
You better. What are you doing? Ow! Congratulations, now you've earned yourself a one-way ticket to...
I see everything.
What? How are you in here? What are you doing? And now you're dead. Where's this last one? Holy crap, I've never heard this part of the song before. Oh, he must be underneath the planks. I love how the longer the tracks go, the more epic they get. Oops, couldn't even get him with that.
Here comes the catch. One with nature.
Did I still not pick him up with that? There's something that the most recent survey, I meant to put on the most recent survey and didn't. That it still is so frustrating. I kind of thought this would have been resolved by now. The enemy's tendency to fall down cliffs, and at times it like there'll be there will be like a challenge or something on top of a cliff in Liyue, and the challenge is just kill some bros, but it'll be a Mitochurl and they'll charge you, and then they'll charge right off the cliff and then rubber band back if you try to, it's the enemies falling off cliff thing is very frustrating sometimes.
How about I take you on a walk?
And I feel like I don't know, I know about video game programming and like that kind of stuff. I've never actually done it, so I don't know how hard this actually is. I don't know. I don't know. I've never done it, so I'm not gonna act like it's an easy thing to do. But I struggle to believe that it's super hard to around the tall sheer cliffs, not every single one, but around the tall sheer cliffs, just make an invisible wall, or like make it like an invisible fence, where like you can still jump off of it, or like the enemies can still jump off it, obviously, but they couldn't just run off of it. And then there's been so many fights I've fought on the side of a sheer cliff. Yeah, they reset right as you follow them down. All your friends are dead, bro. What's Shinobu's? Oh, 728. I thought you were higher. Get it? Because she needs Naku as her ascension material. I believe that my fan fiction will be done by New Year's Eve. Give me that. Fodder for my Zhongli. I say fodder for my Zhongli, but I haven't even gotten his materials yet. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, I think I got everything up here, right? Yeah. Let me grab this statue, and then let's do Xianyun quest. Not that kind of fanfiction Monday. It's not, I promise. The cover that I made makes it. Ooh, is this another Chen Yu Veil type thing? Which we still haven't finished. Which I guess is okay because Chen Yu came out after Fontaine, didn't it? So I guess that's kind of okay that we haven't done a whole lot in Chen Yu Veil. But ooh, it is, isn't it? Because there's underground stuff. Ooh, oh boy. Oh boy, sonny. That's mighty fine, I tell you what. Mm-hmm. Okay, no Oculus to offer. Oh, there is a Withering though, and it would just feel wrong to leave this Withering here while we have the power to act. Okay, there we go. And there's the bro.
The wind knows me.
Make yourselves at home. Everyone
Ooh.
hold hands.
I came back immediately. Always helpful.
Into the wind. Fallen leaves. Adorn my nut. Things are about to get dicey.
I see everything.
Like dragon spine. I see everything. Oh my gosh. That was a cool noise. My baby radish. All right, let's go back to Liyue Harbor. Oh, unlocks during R&R, during Marinara quest. What am I doing? Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. She's all the way over here as well. There you are. Accept quest. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. Why are you clear the frick way up here? I've been actively trying not to jumping radish. I've been actively trying not to swear as much. My wife was catching up on the old streams. She's like, I want to see your journey through cuz she would pop in and lurk in the towards like the ends of the Inazuma Archon quest and during the Sumeru Archon quest. She's like, I have no idea what's going on. So she my greatest fan, she watched some of my like old episodes and
We've been to so many places lately. What do you say we take a day off from adventuring and just find somewhere nice to relax? Let Paimon think. Where are some nice places we could go? Oh, why don't we pay Cloud Retainer a visit at Mount Outsong? It's been a while since we last saw that illuminated bird. She's always the one popping up out of nowhere and scaring us half to death. So let's surprise her this time.
it's I pulled a Chi-Chi Mountain. Oh, I stopped the music. Please don't stop the music. Going all the way down here. Yeah, why not? It's on the way. One white iron. Who do I want out for this quest? Oh, I'm gonna change, actually, I'm gonna change stream info. Xianyun story quest. Yeah, there we go. I also have a that's medical harem. I also have a team of just my wife's favorite ones. It was hard to decide which one she liked more between Yao Yao and Sayu. We haven't met Yao Yao, but we have met Sayu. Big Jong Dong? Okay. Cloudbird.
Here we are, right outside her place. Do you still remember the first time we came here? We even brought offerings and everything.
Ow, my legs.
And when we told her that Rex Lapis had been assassinated, she immediately threatened to squash Liyue Harbor. Paimon thought she'd be impossible to get along with. But now that we've spent some more time together, she's really not like that at all. We probably don't need to bring any offerings now that we've gotten to know her pretty well, right? Still, Paimon's got some snacks around here somewhere, so if she really wants something, we can just use that. Huh? Traveler, did something catch your eye?
Wow, it's...
Whoa, what a pretty lady. Is
Oh, I
she
thought that-
also here to visit Cloud Retainer?
I thought this was Cloud Retainer, the bird. It seems like she could also be a powerful adeptus. We also thought the same thing of we also thought the same thing of Shenhe, though. She's probably just another Shenhe.
Yeah, you're right. All it takes is one look and you can tell she's someone special. As expected of that bird lady, really. She must have a whole bunch of Adepti friends from all over the country.
I really like her design. The glasses and everything, the like long dress, it's very nice.
If we're both friends of Cloud Retainer, then we're basically friends by association, right? Want to go up to her and say hello?
Who knew you were such a social butterfly, Paimon?
Helping you make more connections is a part of Paimon's job as your reliable guide. Paimon's got this.
Genshin Bayonetta. It totally is Bayonetta. And
hello.
here's a hot take. I'm actually not that into Bayonetta's design. Bayonetta 2B, those are designs that are universally loved. I don't know, I don't super care for them. She's hot though. Oh my gosh, this is the Traveler. Just say everything in a nice, even tone.
Paimon doesn't think we've met, but we're also friends of Cloud Retainer. May we have the pleasure of learning your name, Madam Adeptus?
You two...
She's got to be an Adeptus. She's got red ropes.
What is this tomfoolery? Has the shift in form so clouded your eyes that you no longer recognize one anymore?
Oops, what my smile was on. This is Cloud Retainer? You no longer recognize one anymore. You are Cloud Retainer.
Wait, you're... Huh? You're the illuminated bird? But you look human. How did that happen?
Why are you hot now?
Oh, donning human form is scarcely any test of one's abilities. As for your confusion, one merely had no reason to indulge such inclinations before.
She also speaks different, too.
So, you're indulging now because...
She was bored.
Well, one has made plans to pay a visit to some disciples at Liyue Harbor. Taking on a human form for such a trip is simply a way to make matters less conspicuous.
You? Worrying about keeping a low profile? You're the one who likes to pop up out of nowhere all over the place. In fact, Paimon can think of several examples, like that time when you suddenly appeared on top of a roof without any warning, or...
Feels like Cloud Retainer has her reasons, but doesn't want to discuss them too openly. Oh, I almost forgot. Paimon brought you some gifts.
Hey, didn't we agree not to bring that up unless she asked?
Oh? So you have taken care to follow the proper rules of etiquette after all. Most commendable.
All right, are you a Lawrence? that would be good etiquette though. If you just pop in on someone's house.
Well, this is all Paimon's got. You don't mind, right?
One has never found oneself lacking in basic comforts. On the contrary, it is the gesture that one values above all else. So long as you've shown proper respect and consideration, the quantity or quality of the gift is but a trivial matter.
That kinda makes Paimon feel a little guilty for trying to keep them for herself. Anyway, where were we before you reminded Paimon about the gifts?
Cloud Retainer said that she's going to visit some of her disciples in Liyue Harbor.
Ah, right. So by disciples, you must mean Ganyu and Shenhe. It's also been a while since we last saw them. Maybe we can come too.
I thought Shenhe returned to the mountains.
One planned to extend the invitation even if you had not raised the matter yourself. Shenhe and Ganyu should be quite pleased to see you again. However, one would first inquire as to the reason behind your visit here. You have cause to seek one's company?
I just wanted to dust up some quests before Lantern Rite. No reason in particular.
Yeah, we just found ourselves missing you and wanted to see how you were doing. We were hoping you'd tell us one of your stories. Who knew we'd run into your human form while we were at it?
Is that so? If there are no urgent matters at hand, then let us make haste for Liyue Harbor. Ganyu is likely still working at Yue High Pavilion, so that shall be our first stop.
Sounds great! Then let's all go to Liyue Harbor!
You know what it kind of made me think of? That we know there's a lot of Adepti and half Adepti that we know.
Ganyu has been quite busy with work as of late. One can count on one talon the number of times she returns to Mount Outsong each year. Shenhe has also secured employment recently. In her correspondence with me, she wrote that she shall have no need to return for the foreseeable future. Did they think one was so easily mollified? One shall investigate everything with one's own eyes and decide for oneself if their living conditions are satisfactory.
She has a very personality. Yep. She has very personality. We walk into various and sophisticated classes. Okay, I was thinking about, like, we know so many Adepti and half Adepti. Ganyu, Zhao, Yanfei. And it made me think that, and Shenhe is not an Adeptus, but, not personality in air quotes, Soth, just personality. I mean, but it made me think that, like, Zhongli is obviously gonna live for, like, crazy long still. Like, he's old, but he's still gonna be living for, like, a long time. Probably still wandering around Liyue Harbor. And so maybe that doesn't strike anyone as weird, that, like, man, that guy's been wandering around this place since my grandpa was talking about him. Guess he's just an Adeptus. That must be like an easy cover for him, you know, for people to just assume that he's an Adeptus, and so he could just hide his godhood in plain sight. Where are we going? Oh, we're going up there. She has bird hands. What? Catching these hands. I'm like, actually, I cannot believe that we got another Tainari instead of any other 5-star on standard banner. I cannot believe that. That was unbelievable when he pulled up.
We're almost at Yue High Pavilion. Hey, do you think Ganyu will be shocked to see Cloud Retainer like this?
Probably not. She's probably seen her like this. Ganyu is also super freaking old.
Guess we have no idea if Shenhe and Ganyu have ever seen her in this form before. Wait, where did she go?
She's back there. She just walked up. She walked up with us.
Why are you just standing there, Cloud Retainer?
Quietly now. One shall stay here. You two can go and meet with her.
Oh, she does. Those frickin' nails, bro.
But why? Isn't it better if we all go together?
If one were to proudly proclaim one's presence, Ganyu would surely profess herself otherwise unoccupied and drop everything to attend to one's visit. One fears that would only result in her staying up all night to make up for lost time. Yeah, Ganyu's a like beyond gene level workaholic. Whoa, my voice cracked. Beyond gene level workaholic. One does not wish to trouble her. Conversing vicariously via you two shall suffice. Do remember to inquire as to her recent well-being. Again, do not mention one's presence here.
As Paimon already shouted, "Hey, Cloud Retainer!"
Fair enough. Makes sense. All right, then we'll just pass on your regards and...
Cloud Retainer?
Aw, she's shy. Shy burb.
Oh, busted.
Is that lady someone you know, Ms. Ganyu?
She just said Cloud Retainer. Are you deaf?
She is indeed. I'm sorry, Huixin, but could we delay the upcoming meeting for a little bit? I believe my schedule today is quite full. Although, perhaps I could move some work to later in the evening.
I still like Ganyu so much.
Oh, not to worry, Miss Ganyu. I'll make the necessary arrangements right away.
I feel like we didn't get enough time with her in the Liyue Archon quest. I wanted to spend more time with her in the quest.
Thank you, Huixin.
We haven't done her quest though yet, so.
It's been a while, Ganyu.
It's my mom. Gotta go give her hugs and tell her I've eaten.
Greetings. What brings you here today? And Cloud Retainer, too. It's been quite some time since I last saw you in this form.
You are quite mistaken. One is not acquainted with this Cloud Retainer of whom you speak. One is simply a mere mortal passerby.
Seems she's not buying it.
Ganyu saw right through her. You can't.
That was but a simple test. One did not expect you to be able to recognize one so easily, especially after so many years of only seeing one's other form.
Ganyu looks totally bewildered. She's thinking, why wouldn't I recognize you? I used to see you every day. How bad do you think my memory is?
But recognizing you is, my responsibility as your disciple.
An apt observation. One was simply passing by while attending to some important business. One thought it would only be fitting to pay you a visit while in the area.
Wait, Paimon wasn't aware of any important.
Paimon's VA's crushing it this quest.
Cloud Retainer's right. We've still got something super important to do, so we can't stay here for too long today.
Oh, is that so? But it's been so long since we last saw each other.
One simply desired to see you and had no intention of interrupting your work. A quick conversation should suffice for today. A more involved reunion should wait until you find yourself less occupied.
I understand. That should be fine.
While one acknowledges the amount of work that you have to deal with every day, one must also remind you to rest. Though Adepti blood flows through your veins, excessive exhaustion will still cause grave harm to your body. It still makes one nostalgic to see you as you are now, respected and independent. When you were young, you oft begged one to cuddle you to sleep and you suffered from nightmares.
That expression with the slight blush, that's so cute.
Cloud Retainer! Stop!
She's like, stop telling stories about when I was a baby.
If you insist. We are running short on time regardless, so one will refrain from going into each and every story. Why don't you continue your conversation? One shall simply stand by and listen.
Recent adventures.
Wow, you've been to so many new places since the last time we spoke. If you ever need anything, please just come find me at Yue High Pavilion.
Yeah, bro, I dated an Archon since we last met.
Also, forgive me for my presumptuousness, Cloud Retainer, but if you plan to continue appearing in this form, don't you think it'd be helpful to adopt a human name?
I bet it's gonna be Xianyun.
A human name? Huh. You raise a valid point. Considering the sheer extent of one's renown, Cloud Retainer is surely too recognizable as a name.
You really think so? Not that you're not famous or anything, but that famous?
You presume to know the extent of one's illustrious achievements.
Oh my gosh.
One would hardly think such a thing to be possible. Nevertheless, Ganyu's advice cannot be ignored. From this point on, when in public occasions, be sure to refer to one as Xianyun.
You just pulled that name out of the ether? Out of the ether?
Xianyun?
I assume that's a reference to the full record of Pristine Pavilion. An adeptus of years past would rise with the clouds and rest with the moon. They were enlightened and wise, free and unfettered. The writer referenced Master's name to describe her carefree and spontaneous nature.
I want to see moon carvers. I want to see moon carvers human form.
clouds and rest with the moon.
Actually, those lines were originally written to describe Cloud Retainer herself.
Oh, interesting.
Huh? Wait, so you're really that powerful?
And what of it? Did you truly take one to be nothing more than a bird of bigger than average size?
Not exactly.
That's exactly what Paimon thought.
To be fair, Cloud Retainer rarely speaks of her past accomplishments. The tales of her past can only be found in ancient texts. It is said that once, a long, long time ago, there was a severe drought in Liyue. Left with no choice, many people left their homes, while others spent day and night praying to the Adepti. Although I did not live through such tragedy, simply reading about it is enough to gain a visceral understanding of all the pain and desperation during that time. On top of the drought, a noxious gas also began to spread through the land. If not for Cloud Retainer's efforts, much of Liyue would be nothing more than a barren wasteland today. The books had this to say about what happened. Upon arrival, the Adeptus borrowed the wind to retain the clouds. Immediately, the clouds gathered together, and abundant rain burst forth from the heavens. Drought and plague were both driven away, and the
Cloud
people were saved.
Retainer.
That's incredible!
We know she's powerful though because of how she and the other Adepti helped during the defense of Liyue, during the Osile fight. We know she's crazy powerful.
Mortal records add embellishments to dramatize past events. One did merely with one art, and even if one had not interceded, the other Adepti would surely have stepped in to help.
Even so, you stopped an entire drought! Can you really control the weather like the book said? Oh, Paimon suddenly has a lot more respect for you. So it was Paimon's bad for calling you Illuminated Bird before. You're not too mad, are you?
She's both. She's both powerful and Illuminated Bird.
How laughable. A name is but a simple label we carry with us on our journey through the world. Why would one be offended by such a trivial matter?
Almost made me spit out my water bottle tea. have you seen Madam Ping's human form? Jeez. Why did that get me so bad?
That's a relief. In that case, Paimon will continue to call you whatever feels right in the moment.
Well, that is quite enough ancient history for now. Ganyu, have you had word from Shenhe? One has heard that she procured a job recently. Have you any thoughts on her workplace? And what, pray tell, of her monthly remuneration? Moreover, does she find herself overly inundated with work? Is she allowed time off during Lantern Rite?
That's like 6 questions you just asked.
That is a lot of questions.
There is no cause for concern, Cloud Retainer. I introduced Shenhe to her employer personally. Wanmin Restaurant's business has been booming recently. So with Chef Mao being swamped with customers, and Xiangling still off and out in search of new recipes, I introduced Shenhe to staff the restaurant.
She's Xiangling's co-worker! That's adorable. I would love to see Shenhe in the kitchen trying to make spicy foods.
I see. Most excellent indeed. One has had the pleasure of being introduced to that family. Xiangling is kind and astute, while her father is loyal and reliable. One has no cause to believe that they will make Shenhe's work difficult. Now, it is almost time to partake in the victuals of noon. One shall visit Wanmin Restaurant in person and see how Shenhe is doing.
Huh? But didn't you just say that you had something important to do?
Can that wait until after we've eaten?
You may return to your work, Ganyu. One shall see to this matter on one's own. There will be many an occasion to dine together in the future. One is certain the opportunity shall present itself most readily.
Of course, Cloud Retainer. Please take care. Traveler, Paimon, I'll see you some other time.
Like in your story quest.
See you around, Ganyu! Paimon was pretty quick on the uptake there, don't you think? As soon as you mentioned important business to attend to, Paimon realized that you were just looking to cut the conversation short and not take too much of Ganyu's time. Is Paimon right?
No, in fact, it was not an excuse. one is indeed visiting Liyue Harbor for an important purpose.
Wait, for real?
Yeah, that's why she's in human form in the first
moment
place.
is not yet upon us. Still, the truth will be revealed to you in time.
Huh. She really seems to be playing up the whole mysterious Adeptus thing right now. Is it because we just heard that cool story about her powers?
I need all these silk flowers because I need to ascend. Not you. Book nerd. Guhua geek. You need to ascend him. He's still down at 70, and I don't know why. Zhongli was a good one to take along for this mission. I also really like how with Barbara and with Xiangling, it's like there's like no one that dislikes them. They're just loved by all. Xingqiu. Oh, look, there she is. Been a long time.
I'm saying, right?
Yeah, how can I not? Not even fine food is enough to distract from the presence of a fine lady. Eh?
All right, calm yourselves. Based, but calm yourselves.
I'm far more interested in getting her details than ordering any dishes. Hey, how about you ask her?
You can't handle her.
You do it.
No. I think you should. Wait, she's coming.
What can I get for you today?
Greetings, miss. I was just wondering if you'd be willing to...
What would you like to order?
She's like a robot. Oh, look, it's chat. Oh, look, here's one half of my chat. Here's the other half of my chat.
2 servings of more meat to go. Good chat. Bye.
They didn't even get it. They didn't even pick up their food. They just placed an order, didn't pay, and left.
Welcome. It's been a while. May I take your order?
Don't welcome us as guests and greet us as old friends in the same line. It's weird.
Been a while.
Oh, and this is?
This is Miss Xianyun.
Master?
Everyone sees through her immediately. Everyone who knows her.
One does not recall ever revealing this form to you before. How were you able to ascertain one's true identity with such ease?
Oh, now I get. This is a feather. The hairpin that she has. It's a feather. Man, her design is so cool. The feather cape is so dope. Why do all Adepti have such good drip?
I've trained and lived with Master for more than 10 years. I would recognize you no matter what form you take.
You.
Aww.
Is something the matter, Master?
Hardly. One simply learned of your employment from your letter and came to check on your well-being.
And check out the great food, too.
Indeed. It's almost lunchtime. My apologies. I'm still on the clock and can't talk for very long.
Well, if it isn't the traveler in Paimon, are you here for Shenhe?
I'm here for food too, don't worry. He's like, you gonna buy something or you're just gonna stare at my employee?
The lunch rush isn't in yet, Shenhe. So I've got things covered for now. Go ahead, sit down and enjoy some time with your friends. I'll let you know if things pick up.
Thank you, Chef Mao.
Let me guess, behind the Jeep and chop suey. Try something new at the Wanmin restaurant. Sorry.
It is just as one expected. The owner of Wanmin Restaurant is indeed a most reasonable and accommodating human. Still, the work here entails dealing with quite a varied group of people. Has this been difficult for you, Shenhe?
She's like, food service blows. How you doing? You okay?
It's been manageable so far. I sometimes run into strange people, but I have figured out a way to deal with them.
Seems like you've been making progress. So by dealing with them,
Yeah, have you broken your murderous streak?
First, I tried to talk sense into them. If that doesn't work, I threaten them with violence. At this point, they usually decide they are in favor of a civil conversation.
Man, what everyone in customer... I was a retail manager for a lot of years. What every customer service person wishes they could do. It's like, sir, please calm down. I'm already calm. I will throw you in the fryer if you don't shut up.
Oh, how should Paimon put this?
Sounds reasonable enough. I mean...
Oh, a sensible plan. One is gladdened to see you integrate so well into human society.
And you, Master? How have you been?
Simply marvelous. Though Mount Outsong has scarcely enjoyed your presence recently, one has hardly found the pleasure of one's own company to be lacking.
I see. Just as expected of Master.
What she means to say is she actually misses the two of you a lot. She just is being this way for some reason. She's tsundere! Tsundere mom!
I have missed Master quite a bit too. Even though work has been busy lately, I've already had a conversation with Chef Mao about taking some time off soon to visit Master.
Oh, you did? Do make note of such matters in your letters in the future.
Aww.
There's hardly a need to keep one in suspense.
You're a good mama.
Whoa, her mood shot up just like that.
By the way, Master, since you are in Liyue Harbor, have you had the chance to visit Ganyu?
Indeed. She is similarly preoccupied with her work. There was time only to exchange a few simple pleasantries.
Ganyu told us the story of Cloud Retainer's name. It was amazing. We never knew how powerful she was before.
I see. In that case, allow me to also share a story about Master's past.
Oh?
She's like,
Is that a problem, Master? I believe this to be a good topic of conversation.
No, not a problem. One was simply caught off guard. But no matter, please, proceed. One is most curious to see how much of one's own conversational prowess you possess.
Master once participated in a race against Mooncarver. After Mooncarver lost, he insisted that Master's ability to fly gave her a natural edge in such a contest. In response, Master agreed to forego flying in return for being able to use one of her devices in the race. Mooncarver accepted, only to find Master with a brand new device on the day of the contest.
What kind of device was it?
It was a mechanical vehicle made out of iron. What was it
What
called
the
again? Oh, an electro-powered bicycle?
she rolls up with an e-bike instead of flying.
Oh, you refer to the bicyclical Thunder Flashmobile. One spent 49 days conceptualizing and crafting it. It need only be infused with adeptal energy, and it can cover thousands of miles in one day.
She invented an e-bike!
Oh, it boggles the mind why Mooncarver ever supposed he might best me in a contest of locomotion. Though he sprinted with all his might, he could barely keep up.
I have so many questions, by the way, about why there is a motorcycle in Genshin Impact. Like, it feels like we've got we went so far from like kind of medieval, like, you know, imperial Japan era to there's a motorcycle driving down the street.
Alas, the one flaw of my mechanism lay in its weakness against mountainous terrain. One was thwarted mere seconds from victory when it was thrown off course and failed to make it across the final stretch. Truly a most unfortunate turn of events. Anyway, do go on, Shenhe.
Master, that was the end of that story.
Is that so? Huh. With you gone, one has seldom felt the desire to call upon those old fossils for another contest. What is a race without spectators, after all?
Have you been lonely, Master?
Lonely? Huh. At one's age, entire human generations come and go in the blink of an eye. Even one's own self-directed musings can span several days and nights.
You would get along with A.
'Tis a most foreign sentiment. The mere mention of it is preposterous.
Mm-hmm.
What is the reason for that look upon your face?
It's nothing. It's just... Well, Paimon gained a lot of respect for you after listening to that story of you summoning the rain and everything. But all it took was a few words out of your mouth, and it's like you're back to being that illuminated bird again. I was just a little bit confused. Which one of the two is the real Cloud Retainer?
It's this. They're both just two sides of her personality. It's like A and the Shogun. A is a wholesome shut-in who likes dango milk, and also a murderous psychopath occasionally.
To me, they are both master. One is the master that's widely revered by the people, while the other is the master that I respect and adore.
Huh. One finds oneself exalted yet again with sweet words of praise and flattery of a most extravagant nature. You chose to exalt one with your words, yet you refuse to grace Mount Outsong with your presence for any extended period of time. One would almost question the sincerity of your estimations. This is not to say that your words paint an inaccurate picture. One has always lived by a single ideal. Eschew all action and abide by no rule. One does as one pleases and speaks as one pleases. Others may critique or praise as they see fit, yet one places little weight in such judgments.
She got like, what, 2 sentences of flattery from her disciple, and it's as if her ego is about to burst.
She loves her 2 daughters, and she hasn't seen them in a long time.
Do you have any empty tables?
Do you like jazz?
Hey there, could we get another fish stew?
I'm hearing more guests come in. I should get back to work.
All right, good luck with the lunchtime rush, Shenhe.
Mm-hmm. I'll try my best.
I do really like, oh, okay. What a whole array of delicious dishes. Oh my gosh!
Yummy food! Paimon's gonna feast!
You can eat this kind of food too, Cloud Retainer, right? When we met Shenhe, when we met Shenhe, we went up to the pharmacy and she just ate a bunch of herbs right in front of us. Herbs, not herbs in air quotes. Herbs. Actual herbs.
One is fond of all kinds of delicacies and delights in a multitude of flavors. The dishes here demonstrate no shortage of culinary skill. Their unique flavor profile has left one more than satisfied. In fact, one has been struck by quite the fit of inspiration. One has already begun to conceptualize the next generation of supreme cuisine machines.
Everything's so tasty. A bit too hot at times, but still super tasty.
Bit too hot. It's Changling's restaurant.
I'm sorry, miss, but our tables are full.
Shall we try somewhere else, Granny? But it smells so delightful. Can we really not eat here? My poor legs can't go on for much longer.
That is Yinger's attire. I have not got... Every time something like that happens, where like there's anything that even remotely reminds me of Yinger, I'm just like...
Well, you could always check with some of the other guests and see if anyone's happy to share a table.
Okay, I'll ask around. Excuse me, would you mind letting us share a table with you? There are no...
Oh,
well,
damn it,
Paimon doesn't
sorry.
mind. What about you guys?
I don't mind. As long as you don't mind our yap.
Great! Thanks so much. My name is Xianyun, and this is my granny, Yuendai.
Granny?
Yep. Is there something wrong with that?
Why would there be something wrong with that?
No, Paimon's just a bit surprised. She looks so young.
Yeah, a lot of people compliment Granny on her youthful looks, but she's actually much older than she appears.
You also an Adeptus or something, and you're another one of her students? She's really cute. Side note.
Granny?
Side tangent.
Why don't you take a seat?
Come on, it's not polite to stare.
Huh. Have we met before?
No.
'Tis a fated meeting, then. Please, take a seat.
What would you like to eat, Granny? I can order for you.
I want braised earthworms. They always pop up out of the ground after a rainstorm.
No, not this again. Granny, there's no braised earthworms on the menu. Braised earthworms? Well, that sounds weird. Do people actually eat that?
You're an adeptus. Or something.
Right, that's what Paimon was thinking too. Need any help? Help? Oh, do you mean with Granny?
You can eat earthworms. I'm pretty sure I've eaten a nightcrawler or two when I was we would wake up we would wake up before dawn with my grandpa, and he was a big fisherman, and we would, you know, turn over rocks in the garden and pick up worms and put them in a jar so we could go fishing with them that day. And I'm pretty sure I ate a couple of those when I was a little kid.
Thanks, that's nice of you to offer. Granny has pretty bad dementia, so her memory's getting worse all the time.
Oh, jeez.
She's always saying things that sound kind of confusing. Actually, her memory's been bad ever since I was little. But it's gotten so bad lately that I even have to remind her who I am every morning.
Well, that got fucking real. What about your parents?
They died young. It's just me and Granny now. Oh, but it's okay. Don't feel bad. Granny loves me a lot, and I love her a lot too. Sure, it's hard at times, but you just gotta make the best of the life you've got. Wow, you're really tough for your age, kid.
A lot of the kids in this game had to grow up way too early, dude. Genshin hates kids. Apparently so, man.
You're too kind.
And me? Oh, what about me?
You're tough too, Granny. Plus, you're really gentle, and you're always there for me.
Yes, and it's hardly as if I forget everything. I still remember the important things. Wait, what was that really important thing again? Ah, I remember now. It was a dream. I had a dream where everything was dark. Someone was standing in front of me. She told me to come and find her, and that once I'd found her, I would be free.
Huh? That sounds super important. But how come you've never told me about it before?
It was just a dream, so I forgot about it. But I'm in a good mood now, and somehow I remembered it again. You know, I believe I've had this dream a great many times. But just how many times have I had it? Now that I do not remember.
No61. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome aboard.
Wait, so you have a reoccurring dream where someone's talking to you? That sounds spooky. Oh, does that mean you're possessed?
Why is she looking at everyone like this?
Unlikely. Her eyes are clear and her breathing remains calm and level. One sees no signs of possession.
Are you sure?
Who do you take me for? Is one not an adept? Am I not an expert?
Huh, you're right. Paimon almost forgot you're the expert. In that case, do you still remember what the person in your dreams looked like, Granny?
Not anymore. Although, I have a sense that she looked rather like me. But not as I am now. My younger self.
Interesting. Weird.
A younger version of Granny? This is just getting weirder and weirder. What is going on here?
As one said, fate must have brought us together. You may leave the situation to me.
Are you sure? So, what are your names? Paimon's Paimon.
I'm Conry. I'm a squirrel.
Just Xianyun is fine.
Thank you all so much for offering to help. But first, I'm sorry for asking, but How do you want us to pay you back?
Oh, just Jack, please. Thank you for your support on the new player review. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Oh, we don't need any payment for this.
You could pay me with a smile. Isn't that what Dia said? We're just curious about your situation. We want to help if we can.
Thank you so much. You're welcome. But Miss Xianyun, what exactly can we do to help out this granny? All we have to go off is that dream. Where do we start?
That is elementary. Since her dreams portray her younger self, then we shall retrace the steps of her youth. Once we have revisited those places, her memories will likely return.
Oh my gosh, Timothy. Oh my gas. Oh my gasoline. Oh my gosh, Timothy. It's 1 a.m. Bro, go to sleep. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by.
So, Granny, do you remember which places you went to when you were young?
Why, of course I do. The heavens above, the earth below, the wispy clouds, and the emerald mountain streams.
What the frick?
Okay, taking that as a no.
No, does that mean that she's been all over the place? Also, look at this totally not important hair clip. I'm sure that's not going to come into play at all.
I might have an idea. Once when I was really little, my dad told me that Granny used to be a martial artist heroine who saved loads of people from a disaster. If it's true, then maybe they wrote about it in the history books or something. A martial arts heroine? Oh, Xingqiu knows tons about Liyue's chivalric traditions. If anyone knows about the heroes of the past, it's him. Let's go find him at the Feiyun Commerce Guild.
Guha Geek.
Are you leaving already? But I'm still hungry.
I'll go order some food, Granny. If there's nothing on the menu you especially want, I'll just get a few different things.
They literally asked, hey, can we eat with you? We asked them some questions about her past, and then we're like, all right, bye. And we just dip.
It seems we must part ways for now. The Traveler and Paimon are bound for the Feiyun Commerce Guild, while Yuendai and Shuyu shall remain here and partake of their lunch. As for myself, I have matters to discuss with Streetward Rambler.
Streetward Rambler? Oh,
Quite a name for her.
Precisely. Let us meet at Yujing Terrace once you are ready.
Moon Carver, Cloud Retainer, Streetward Rambler.
Eat to your heart's content.
Oh my gosh, everyone, shut up. Have a ton of uneaten food. Yeah, they never clean their plates. My grandma would be so pissed. What? Oh, I forgot that I had, for some reason I forgot that I had Yanfei as in slot 1. She's always in slot 2. I'm still not used to her being in slot 1. That's gonna mess me up one day. I'll get hit. Standing here reading. Streetward yapper.
Huh. It's you two. What brings you here?
Xingqiu! Great, we found you! We wanted to ask you about something.
Also, same VA as Bennett as well. I thought that was cool.
That's not a whole lot of information to go off of. I don't know if I can say for sure.
Anything's helpful and appreciated.
I can't pinpoint her identity from your description alone. But considering her age, I am reminded of a nameless heroine who's been featured in various chivalric novels.
Nameless heroine?
That's right. The novels often speak of a great drought from 50 years ago. As the people suffered, a nameless heroine appeared and began to clear away evil spirits and bandit camps. The people idolized her, but never learned her name.
This is literally just the story of Cloud Retainer, though. Like,
all they knew was that she always
Right?
acted alone. Later, though, she supposedly fell in love with a similarly noble-minded exorcist from Mount Tianheng. They were well matched in more ways than one, often fighting together as a fearsome duo of otherworldly strength. After the drought ended, the heroine and the exorcist left the public eye and began living a reclusive life in the mountains. All that remained were tales of her incredible accomplishments. The way this nameless heroine faded from fame into obscurity later in life is not too dissimilar from Miss Yuendai. I hope that's somewhat helpful.
Thanks a lot, Xingqiu. We knew it'd be worth talking to you.
It's nothing at all. Just something I came across while reading. I did do a bit of extra research on her story, but it was just out of personal curiosity.
Well, Paimon still thinks that's super cool. Oh, wait, Xingqiu, if you've read up on her, do you know of any places often associated with her?
Let me think. In the novels, the nameless heroine always appeared near one of 3 places. Wangshu Inn, the area just north of Jueyun Karst, and Xingyun Peak. Perhaps the real-life heroine who inspired the character was also often seen near those 3 places. That would explain why those locations appear in the various novels written about her.
Huge help. Thank you. Thank you, my good sir.
You're welcome. To be honest, I found some parts of the story confusing when I first came across it. If Miss Yuendai was indeed the original inspiration for the character, she may just be able to help me put the pieces together. It's rare for a chivalric hero to fade into obscurity during their lifetime, even after retiring from the public eye. But no one ever saw or heard from the nameless heroine again. There were even rumors that she became extremely ill. I've never understood why someone would go to such lengths to erase themselves from public memory. It's almost as if she was trying to hide from something. There's probably far more to the story than what's been written.
Interesting.
We'll be sure to tell you if we manage to uncover the truth.
Interesting. Huh. I wasn't expecting such a mystery in a story quest like this.
That's a deal. Perhaps, behind the truth of it all, there lies a story more fantastical than any work of fiction.
I really like him.
Paimon feels like we just learned so much from Xingqiu. A drought, a nameless heroine, a life of seclusion. Wait, why does the story sound super familiar?
I wonder, Paimon. Rub those 2 brain cells together real quick for me.
Oh, right! There's a drought in this story, too! Xingqiu, are droughts super common in Liyue or something?
Well, they used to be. But people have long since developed methods to prevent them, like by cultivating the soil or digging canals. So while droughts do happen from time to time, they are rarely regarded as true disasters. The drought 50 years ago is probably one of the worst we've had in the last several centuries. The crops withered, the streams ran dry, and the monsters in the mountains became rabid and agitated. Countless caravans were attacked, and people who lost their homes came together to form bandit groups. What started as a natural disaster soon became a human tragedy as well.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, and that's exactly why the nameless heroine was so beloved. She must have been someone of true integrity, to do so much for the people while asking nothing in return.
Yeah, not even notoriety, like not even like remember my name kind of thing.
Still, as terrible as that drought was, it was nothing compared to the truly calamitous disasters that befell this land in ancient times. They say that back in those days, disasters were both more severe and more common. Only the strongest of Adepti could hope to dispel the ruin and devastation. Do you have any other questions?
We're good for now. We're just going to head back and meet up with Miss Xianyun and the others again. Paimon hopes that Granny Yuendai will be able to remember more of her past. She used to be a great hero who saved many people. So sad that she can't recall any of it. Anyway, we'll be off now. See you some other time, Xingqiu. Thank you so much for your help.
It's no problem at all. Safe travels.
Safe travels, my good sir.
I can't wait to see my
Son of a... Damn it.
Which one is she being blocked by? Did it say Art of Horticulture? Usually this is a... So now that we finished Sumeru, this is another time where we need to start cleaning up quests that we've accumulated. Already almost 60 fates saved up for Ganyu. Saved up for Ganyu? Wait, what? Does that have the... Story quests don't have focus mode, though, do they? Or maybe this one was too early. Because when did this quest come out? Only newer ones do. Oh, Chronicled Wish. Oh, here. Hello, children. Are you here to see me? About weed. Seeds. Ah, so you'd like to grow these seeds in the Serenitea Pot? I suppose that's no problem. The Serenitea Pot is your little realm, after all. It's just that you've only brought this bag of seeds today. Are you only planning to plant with this one bag of seeds? Oh, that's right. We don't even know how to collect seeds. After we plant this bag of seeds, where do we go to find more? There, don't worry. I happen to have a little box here that I used many years ago. When I used to plant flowers, they were all kept in this little box. The flowers grown in this box can be preserved for a long time. Moreover, after putting the flowers in the box, it can produce several flower seeds. This makes sowing them very convenient indeed. Although this box is somewhat less useful now, but it still retains the power to generate seeds. Infinite money hack. I don't use it much now anyway, so why don't I give it to you? This box should come in handy, whether you want to grow some flowers and plants or crops or anything else like weed. Thanks, Granny. Thank you, Granny. Oh, children, you don't have to be so polite. Go ahead and give it a try. But I must say that it's not an easy task to take care of flowers and plants, so you should be prepared. Granny's really powerful indeed. But before we try that box out, let's go back to our teapot and sow those seeds. Paimon really hopes they'll grow soon.
I have recorded the tune that you requested. I hope it will be of help to you.
Oh.
Oh, thank you.
We were immediately in the area and so immediately dumped us back in the quest because we would have been in this area to auto continue this quest. Ah, neat, convenient.
Straightward, Ping, what has amused you so?
Oh, it's no serious matter. I was just reminiscing about the last time I saw you in this form. Time has wrought such change in this world, and yet you appear just the same as ever.
Time has little bearing on one's existence, nor has one keenly felt its effects whilst dwelling at Mount Outsong. Nevertheless, Ping, one would like to seek your counsel on a personal matter.
Oh, why so formal all of a sudden? I must say, you're making me a little nervous. What is it?
Well, the inquiry is as such. Approximately how much more would one need to afford a comfortable life in the harbor, not unlike the one that you yourself lead?
It does not require as much as you may think. Still, do you mean that...
Cloud Retainer, Madam Ping! What are you two talking about?
Paimon!
Nothing save for some trivial matters. Have you unearthed any useful details?
They were just getting to the good part.
Xingqiu has a theory, but let's save it for when Yu and Miss Yundai have joined up with us again.
They soon arrive.
Do not be troubled, young lady. Here, have some tea.
Thank you so much. What do you think, Xianyun? Does it match up with what you know of your granny?
According to the story, the nameless heroine eventually fell in love with an exorcist from Mount Tianheng. Maybe that's my grandpa. I don't have many memories of him, but there was this one time I found a box in our attic full of a bunch of weird sigils.
Seems like the stories are right on track. We should probably pay a visit to the 3 places mentioned in the books.
I think so too. Granny might remember something once she's returned to a familiar place.
What marvelous tea. I can taste the dew's sweetness in this cup. It's as if I was taking a stroll in the mountains, thoroughly one with nature and at peace.
This sounds like Yinger's VA, even. Just doing an old lady voice.
Is that so? Then please drink as much as you like. There's no need to hurry. At our age, it's always nice to slow down and take the time to appreciate pleasant conversation among friends.
Thank you.
Let's rest here for a while then.
Okay, since we have the time, can I ask you something?
Sure thing. What would you like to know?
I have a secret I want to tell you. Let's go talk over there.
I have a secret to tell you. Did you know that the man from Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is actually Rex Lapis?
You can taste the sweetness of the dew?
It's just a feeling. The sensation of stepping out into the mountains on a cool morning, gazing upon the small droplets of water hanging from the leaves, and feeling the sweet stream of water soothe a parched throat with every swallow. It's a sense of calm and serenity, one that stretches on and on until days become weeks, weeks become years.
This is beautiful with the sun rising. Wonder how much... Was it addressed and I probably forgot already because so much has happened since then, but how much has erosion affected people like Ping and Cloud Retainer? Also, what the... Why was that not being tracked?
What's wrong, Xianyun?
Well, I've been kind of meaning to ask ever since we started talking in the restaurant, but are you guys all adepti in disguise?
Oh! About that.
Why do you say that? For once, why is Ether the one with more than two brain cells this quest?
Well, you guys just seem super special. Plus, I think I might have heard Miss Xianyun call herself an adeptus.
Yeah, you weren't slick.
Oh, must have been a slip of the tongue. Xianyun, since you were the one who, misspoke, maybe you can explain to Xianyun here what you really meant by that.
One is indeed an adeptus. Is that of some concern to you?
I knew it.
You don't sound surprised at all. Again, like it's not crazy that Adepti are like Adepti and Vision Holders are kind of like Jedi. Like they're not like gods, you know. There's some of them around.
Well, one time when I was a little kid, I saw a pure white illuminated crane. I had this super high fever, and Granny wasn't around. I was feeling all icky and gross. But then this snowy white crane flew down from the sky. She put me on her back and flew me to her cool Adeptus house and fed me some sort of magic potion. When I woke up, I was already back in my bed and my fever was gone. I really wanted to thank her, but I was too sleepy to stay awake, so I never got the chance. So I just kind of wanted to ask if maybe any of you have ever met an Adeptus like that?
I don't know.
A pure white illuminated crane? The only two we've ever met are blue and white and black and brown. Have you ever met one that's pure white, Cloud Retainer?
Never has one met an adeptus with such features. One surmises such a description is but a hyperbolic embellishment that oft results from narrative accounts.
Or maybe it's related to everything we've been talking about this entire quest, Xianyun.
That's weird. Was it really just a dream then? Well, even if it was just in my head, it doesn't matter that much anyway. All I really want is to help Granny recover her memories. I'm really grateful for all your help.
Leave it to us! Now that we know the 3 locations, we just need to visit them one by one. Let's go to Wangshu Inn first.
Okay, I'll go get Granny.
Think Granny can make the journey all the way up north to Wangshu Inn? I spy more flowers. More flowers for my bookworm. Okay, next is just going up there. Whoop, whoop. People in Devat can walk 500 miles and I would walk.
Wangshu Inn. Wangshu Inn.
Do you remember this place, Granny?
Yes. The fish here is very delicious, and if you look out into the distance, you can always spot a bird that's been left behind by its flock. I believe I used to have a room here. It had a window. Yes, I spent a lot of time looking out that window. Which room was it again? Let me look.
I'll come with.
Also, this place doesn't have any rooms.
I'm still having some trouble understanding what she's talking about, but if she's so familiar with this place, that must mean she lived here, right? Wait, huh? Whoa! Shell, what are you doing?
Stop doing that!
I sensed a non-human presence and decided to come take a look.
It's just the dog in me.
If you're here, then there's likely no trouble afoot. I suppose there's no cause for concern.
Moving on.
It's been a while, Cloud Retainer. I see you have returned to your previous form.
You've met her in this form before? I'm sure you wouldn't forget this form.
I have indeed. I fought alongside her in this form on many occasions during the Archon War.
Oh, wow! What was she like during the war? Oh, wait, let Paimon take a guess. Was it anything like this?
Behold, the glory of one's newest invention, the Bang Bang continuous fire mechanism. Hands up and surrender, or be prepared to face the full might of the Adepti.
I thought that was. I kind of thought that was Cloud Retainer's VA saying that for a brief second.
An impressive imitation.
Paimon knows her all too well.
Even so, Cloud Retainer was not always as ostentatious as you describe. You may be unaware, but her talent with Adepti sigils is just as formidable as her skill in mechanics.
Sigils, like the sigils found in the
Archon
thing.
War reached its peak after Guizhong's death. The Cloud Retainer who fought beside me in those devastating battles was taciturn and solemn, only speaking when she had to activate her sigils.
A Cloud Retainer who barely talks? Paimon can't picture it. But what happened after that? If you were so powerful in your human form, why did you decide to take up your bird form again?
Once one had bid farewell to the world of mortals, what use would one still have for such a shape? When dwelling between mountain and forest, away from the struggles and troubles of the mortal world, a mortal form is hardly the most fitting of choices.
Also, you can fly as Burb Mom.
After the war, Cloud Retainer retired to Mount Outsong, only revealing herself to the occasional visitor, and always in her avian form. Although I do believe there was an occasion some 30-odd years ago when she decided to don her human form. I believe it was for the purpose of...
One believes there is little need to relive bygone matters.
Sussbird, 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 Sussbird.
Granny, are you okay?
Back then, at this place,
Perhaps this conversation should end here. I shall take my leave now.
Bye, Joe.
Should you encounter any trouble, you need only call my name. However, given that you are traveling with Cloud Retainer, I trust you are in good hands.
Okay, bye.
Everyone!
Forgot he.
I've think
Forgot he
Granny
does
is
that.
finally beginning to remember her past.
Slowly now, calm your mind and recount what has been recalled.
A long time ago, I stayed here to recuperate from my illness.
Huh. So what Xingqiu said was true! You did fall ill! Was that why you went into hiding?
I don't remember. I'm very sorry, but I can't even remember the name of my illness. The only thing I can remember is that it took a great toll on me, and there was no cure for it. I was confined to my room in Wangshu Inn, where I spent many days unconscious. I'd come to every once in a while and stare at the migrating birds outside the window. It was a solemn sight. I remember crying, but I'm not even sure I knew why. One day, I met a traveling merchant. Upon hearing of my illness, he sold me a bottle of soul-revitalizing tea pills. He told me that the pills were concocted using adepti blood and could be used to alleviate my symptoms. Sure enough, I made a full recovery. My illness remained dormant for several decades after that.
So the dementia you're suffering from now is actually...
Wait, but if your illness remained dormant for several decades, are you saying that what you're going through now is just a relapse of what happened all those years ago?
weird.
And it was all thanks to the pills that you managed to keep the symptoms in check? Paimon's brain kinda hurts. Do you remember anything else?
I'm sorry, I don't. Oh, if only I wasn't so useless.
You ain't useless.
Hey, you're not useless. You've done so much for me. Watched me grow up. Raised me. How could you say that about yourself?
Oh, fret not, dear child. Granny was just a bit frustrated. That's all.
The recovery of a person's memories is a gradual process. Finding pieces of one's past is always superior to not finding anything at all. Let us make haste to the next location.
Next location. Next location. Oh, why don't we go to the area north of Dwayun Karst next? There isn't really a landmark there, so where should we start? Oh, Paimon's got it. Let's check out the houses in the area first. After all, if she was there for any length of time, then she would have stayed somewhere, right? Oh, Paimon's really got her thinking cap on today. At this rate, we'll recover all of Granny Wendai's memories in no time.
Good job, Paimon. Thank you, Paimon. Look for clues. Whop, whop, boop. The flower. The feather cape is so dope, guys. Such a good design. Wink.
Stabilize!
Whoa, why are there so many treasure hoarders here?
Don't hijack the camera.
The hunter
becomes
Do you
the
remember
hunted.
anything about this place, Granny Wendai?
Look at the orb still floating in the air.
Let me think. I feel like I've been here before, but I don't think I stayed here too long. I might have just rested here briefly before continuing on my way.
Got it. That's okay. There are still plenty of other places we can check.
Wait a second. If I remember correctly, I believe I brought... Ah, yes. I brought some sweet snacks with me. Go on, take some. You need to eat a lot if you want to grow big and strong.
Oh, thank you. Then Paimon will help herself.
Sweet snacks. A Sealy I missed here. I have the, also I need, I do need more lotus heads. I have the Liyue treasure compass, and I've been finding so many chests that I was like, I missed this one? Like, I missed this, I missed this Sealy, I missed this chest in Liyue Harbor. There were so many chests in Mondstadt that I'd missed as well. Like, in Mondstadt, like, in the city.
Certainly worth the extra mile.
Certainly, my good sir. I would love to pull for Bird Mom. When's the last time she was on banner? Equip the box? What box? Box? Oh. This box?
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth, and those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle.
Indeed. Oh, interesting. It gives seed. It gives seed. Seed. Okay. That's not the way I walked up to this place.
Paimon sees an abandoned house. Why don't we take a break over there?
This place. It's...
Just like when we found Shenhe's childhood
Did you
home.
remember something, Granny?
I remember. Xianyun. This is where your father was born.
Oh, wow.
It was a moonless night. I had been injured, so your grandpa was supporting me. We fled together with some being in the fog behind us in hot pursuit.
Ugh.
I had exhausted my strength when the labor pains came on, so we took refuge in this house. Your grandpa set up a barrier outside, but neither of us knew if it could hold the monsters back.
Bro, what an absolute alpha. Gave birth while there's monsters, like, actively trying to break a barrier outside.
I remember that night. I remember falling to my knees, reciting a prayer over and over. I alone am the source of this sin. Punish me as you wish for forsaking my oath, but spare my innocent child.
Sin? Oath? Did you do something wrong?
I don't know. I don't remember. I only remember praying in the darkness with all my strength until the sun finally rose again and the fog cleared out. Eventually, the house was filled with the sound of my baby's first cries. That baby was your father. I remember I clutched him tight to my chest and wept tears of joy. It was the first time I'd ever felt such happiness in my life.
Damn.
My dad?
He was my pride and joy, and so are you, Xianyun. You're so much like him, and I love you both so much. But you're always going to be different from me. Why? Just what did I do?
I don't care what you might have done, Granny. You'll always be the person I love more than anything.
You're too sweet, Xianyun. I'm lucky to have you with me. If not for you, I would not have had the courage to come here, to try to remember what I had forgotten. All right, let's not stand around any longer. There's one place left, yes? Let's go take a look.
When did this released. I feel like this would have been this almost seems like something that would have been like a Mother's Day special or something.
If one recalls correctly, the next place should be Xingqiu Peak. Yuandai, how fares your health?
I may be a bit slow, but I'll do my best to keep up. I'm sorry to keep everyone waiting.
Climb on. I shall carry you to the top. Oh, such lightness of weight.
All those who grow old grow frail in the end, do they not? First, you lose your memory, then your health. Eventually, you end up losing everything. My only wish is to depart this world with a lucid mind, to free myself of this torment and the burden it places upon others.
Fret not. You have my aid in this endeavor.
4.4 lantern right. Last lantern right. Interesting. Also, Xianyun just is giving Granny a piggyback ride right now. That's what I'm taking from that.
Excuse me, my good sir, but it is time for you to die.
I just dodged with Zhongli.
Gotcha. Here comes the catch.
Order guide you.
Get with me. Incinerate.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Quite a bit before Mother's Day. I also don't know if Mother's Day is an only US thing. Boop. No damage. Yeah, having a shielder and a healer will helps with that. I don't think that was my dodging skills or anything. Boop.
We're finally here. Does this place feel familiar to you, Granny Yuandai?
Let me see.
Beautiful place.
How strange. Have I lived here before?
Take your time.
When we were at Wangshu Inn and the abandoned house earlier, though I couldn't remember everything, I still felt a sense of familiarity. I could easily picture myself in those places. But here, I don't have that feeling. Perhaps I did come here in the past, but it just didn't leave a strong impression on me.
But did the stories get it wrong then?
Can't expect them to get everything right. Similar with like Shenhe's opera, like the opera about Shenhe's life thing. Good sentence, Connery.
Yeah, that's true. But they're also the only thing we have to go off of. Paimon was hoping this place would jog Granny Yuandai's memory just like the others.
I'm sorry to disappoint you too.
It's all right. We're not going to give up yet. We'll figure something else out. Just you wait.
Thank you. If only I could remember. Huh? That way. What's that mountain?
That's I pulled a Chi-Chi mountain.
Oh, let Paimon look! Huh? Isn't that Mount Outsong? Looks like we've come full circle.
Mount Outsong. Mount Outsong.
Granny, are you okay? Don't push yourself, Granny. It's okay if you can't remember. You shouldn't do something that makes you sad.
Mount Outsong, What am I really?
Mount Outsong holds some familiarity to you?
It does, but I can't go back.
Are you feeling unwell?
My head, it feels all heavy and dizzy. What is wrong with me?
Cloud, Miss Xianyun, is there anything you can do?
Cloud! She lost to Chi-Chi. She's like, bad memories, bad memories. I lost my Zhongli 50-50 to Chi-Chi on this mountain. We can't.
Let us go to Mount Outsong.
But...
Fret not, all will be well. You and I, you have already given more than enough to the pursuit of this endeavor. You may leave the rest to me. I've prepared something that can aid you in suppressing the fear in your heart and restoring your lost memories. It currently resides at Mount Outsong.
Oh, interesting. Look at old Mondstadt in the distance in the fog. That's really pretty.
Wait, really? When did you do that?
I never leave anything to chance. All will reveal itself when we arrive.
Look, a random current. I barely didn't make the last one. Almost didn't make it. Fly, Granny, fly.
Here, this is it.
Huh? But isn't this the mechanism that you were tinkering with when we first got here? Oh, is it another invention of yours?
Precisely. A recent one at that. I am most pleased with the result. I call it the Suspensus Somnium mechanism. It periodically releases a soft breeze, which when paired with a gentle adeptal tune, can help the listener subconsciously relax and even enter a semi-hypnotic state.
Man, you didn't have any access to Tainari shrooms. You had to find a different way to trip balls.
Soothing agitation and anxiety, relieving exhaustion and insomnia, its potential uses are numerous indeed. And of course, it can also aid in the recovery of lost memories.
Interesting.
Whoa, what a cool gadget! But if you had it all along, why did you keep it to yourself until just now? We could have come to Mount Outsong right off the bat and saved time on a lot of floating.
How preposterous.
Preposterous.
Had you and I not recalled much of her past through her own efforts, the device would have nothing to draw upon. We Adepti can only help those who first resolve to help themselves. Had she lacked such determination and strength of character, one would have little to offer in way of assistance.
Paimon thinks she gets it now. Hey, what's that other thing?
As previously mentioned, a gentle adeptal tune is required to take full advantage of the mechanism. One secured such a tune from Streetward Rambler. Only with her melodies can the mechanism reach its peak power.
Whoa, Paimon can feel what you mean. Paimon's body feels light as a feather. It's as if she's lying down on a warm patch of grass after a super satisfying meal.
What was that yawn, bro? Night, Tim. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you.
And you and I. Is the mechanism helping you to relax? It appears she has already succumbed to the depths of reverie. Come, join one on this side. We shall give her some time to herself.
Man, what kind of adeptus were you?
The drought is over. But why do you look like you want to cry?
The potion. It's nearly run its course.
I've never regretted meeting you. Not even for a second.
Please. Please, no.
Oh my gosh, that is beautiful.
Have you forgotten? This is the world you left behind. One of gentle breeze and morning dew, perfectly straddled betwixt the realms of heaven and earth. This is your home. This is where you belong. You should have never left. The you of the past The me from not that long ago. We should have never.
So that is the truth. No wonder this place is so familiar.
Granny! Granny, are you okay?
Cloud Retainer.
Your memories have returned?
Wait, did you just call her by her full name? Does that mean you already knew each other?
Yes. I now remember everything. Everything.
Granny, please don't cry. I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, don't worry, my dear child. Granny is fine. I'm so sorry, everyone. You've gone to so much trouble on my behalf. It's all come back to me now. The most important thing that I had forgotten was the truth of what I once was.
One can sense the guilt that now plagues your conscience. Reclaiming a truth long buried is sure to come with a myriad of complex emotions. Perhaps one should recount the story on your behalf while you compose yourself.
No, it's okay. Now that I've remembered, I must face my memories head on. Xianyun, everyone, I cannot thank you enough for all your help. I'm ready to tell you my story, if you're willing to listen.
Please, Granny, don't force yourself. What happened in the past doesn't matter. I love you more than anything.
I know, dear
Damn it.
child.
Accidentally
My
clicked again,
feelings
sorry.
for you are exactly the same. It is for this reason that you deserve to know the truth. Some time ago, I made a terrible mistake. One for which I could never atone.
Is this the sin that you mentioned in Jueyun Karst? What happened?
I am, in truth, not a human being. My real form, one that I held for centuries, was that of a wild crane. I spent many, many years living on Mount Outsong, bathing in the soft breeze and drinking the sweet dew of the mountains. At some point, I somehow gained wisdom and sentience. The Lord of the Mountain, Cloud Retainer, became aware of my existence and began to share many stories with me. She even passed on the secret of cultivation to me. Though she never took me on as a formal disciple, I always saw her as my master. Whenever she took out her tools to work on mechanisms or new inventions, I would also stand next to her and watch. I even contemplated completing my training and becoming an adeptus in my own right. I followed her teachings, and time gradually passed us by. Until that fateful day 50 years ago.
50 years ago?
The drought. During the drought that struck Liyue?
That's right. Master regaled me with many stories of her past deeds. From them, I learned how she had saved people from a similar crisis in the past. She was the one I looked up to the most. More than anything, I dreamt of becoming an adeptus like her. I wanted to travel the land like she had, relieving suffering wherever I went. But I was still far from being a real adeptus. I possessed no ability to take on human form and fit in with the crowd. Once she learned of my desires, Master prepared a special dose of human mimicry potion for me. She warned me that the potion's effects would only last 10 years, and if I were to fail to return to my original form at the end of that time...
Oh, damn.
I would forever forget my past as a crane, and become something neither human, beast, nor adeptus.
Oh no. So that was the source of your dementia all along.
But you never turned back into a crane.
Was it because of Grandpa?
Indeed, I fell in love.
Though he was human, he had spent his entire life training on Mount Tianheng. When we met, it was not only my first foray into the world below, but his as well. Although clumsy and impulsive as he was, you'd think he was the real strange bird among the two of us. But still, just like me, he cared deeply about the world and wanted, more than anything, to cleanse it of all pain and suffering. I could not help but fall for him. But my time continued to tick away. Those 10 years passed by in a flash. Yet I did not want to leave his side, so I... Oh no, what happened next? I committed an offense. I wanted to stay with him, even if it meant living a life full of pain and suffering, even if it meant that I would eventually turn into a monstrosity. I knew I had betrayed Master's hopes, but I was too ashamed to face her. So I wrote her a long letter instead and asked someone to leave it outside her abode. I was convinced that she would not support my decision, and I lacked the courage to speak to her face to face. In my shame, I fled and tried to hide from the world, such that no one would be able to find me again.
So that's why the nameless heroine hid herself away.
But that was only the beginning of my troubles. I began to suffer from a strange illness. My memories became hazy and confused, and I could no longer keep myself awake. I understood that my pain was caused by my refusal to return to the life I was fated to lead. Along with my memories as a crane, I soon forgot the true cause of my suffering as well. I knew only that I had committed a sin. All I could do was pray for forgiveness, even if I had long forgotten what needed to be forgiven. Looking back, I was beyond lucky to have come across that traveling merchant at Wangshu Inn. It was such a fortunate coincidence that we were there at the same time. If it weren't for those soul-revitalizing tea pills, I probably would have...
Granny, what's wrong?
Coincidence? Why did I ever think it was a coincidence? Tea pills concocted using the blood of an adeptus? No, it couldn't be. Master, don't tell me. Back then, that merchant was actually...
Human custom would dictate the conferral of gifts to be in order when one's progeny is wedded, would it not? Consider the pills a symbol of one's best wishes.
So when I tried to conceal my name and mistakes from the world and hide myself away in perpetuity, the only person I managed to deceive was myself. You knew where I was all along.
And was like still looking out for you and everything too.
One still remembers when you were but a fledgling. You possessed a certain fondness for a particular game. You would hide yourself among a group of wild cranes and ask one to pick you out from among the flock.
That's cute.
One found you with such ease every time. 'Tis a truth most evident. One always recognizes one's own, no matter what form they may take.
Wait! Paimon's confused! So, Cloud Retainer, you found Yuendai again? But how? When? And what happened after that?
Perhaps it is now time for one to recount the rest of the tale.
Whoa. Whoa! Oh, holy crap. Look how smooth those animations are, bro.
Skyward! One was furious upon receiving your letter. Seized with anger, one set out to bring you to your senses.
What's this? Oh, it's just a flower. It's just a flower.
Yeah, skyward.
Oh, her feather cape's close. Oh, okay, I want her immediately. Immediately, I want her. I want her immediately. Immediately. We're gonna pull immediately. Whoa, wait, hold on. This is walking out of the... Is this how the mountain was, like, centuries ago? Because this is leading into Cloud Retainer's domain. You know? And, like, here's the domain door that you go to. And walking out, this is the lake. This is the little pond. Play's really fun too. Whoa! Look at her signature weapon. Also, that's ancient. That's like old Wangshu Inn as well. Check our artifacts. Song of Days Past. Healing bonus. I wish a healer. Oh, to view artifacts. It's a crane. I like how they only give you C3. That's interesting.
In truth, one had more than a few misgivings about your chosen partner. As an exorcist, his talent was lacking. One could hardly say his skill with sigils was any better. But soon, one came to appreciate the devotion he bestowed upon you during your illness. He never uttered a complaint and rarely left your side. Unwilling to begrudge someone of such character, one decided to overlook his aforementioned deficiencies, glaring though they may have been. Wishing to grant you a life without regrets, one gathered many divine ingredients and used one's own blood to create a form of medicine. Though imperfect, it managed to suppress the more dire effects of your illness. As for how to deliver the medicine, after much contemplation, one eventually decided to perform the deed oneself.
So one grew a mustache.
One took great care to alter one's features and select the appropriate attire. Only after meticulous scrutiny did one finally set out for Wangshu Inn.
I'm sorry, that's like Ether putting on the Fatui mask and changing nothing else about him. All she did was put on a hat and put on a stash and a goatee.
As one expected, you were most ignorant of one's true identity. You showed not even the slightest inkling of recognition. One was quite torn. Should one have celebrated the success of one's disguise, or mourn the loss of your acquaintance? Yeah, skyward!
When's the last time she was on banner again? 4.4.
Yeah, skyward.
Oh wow, that was that was slick. Wait, hold on. You guys also said check her idle animations, which is going to be difficult if she's the only one in party. A lot of times it is really quick to be able to just switch to someone else, then switch back, and it'll it'll maybe sometimes shorten the time that it takes for an idle animation to pop up. Maybe we do that in the archive after this. Can I be honest with something? I don't understand how Chronicled Wish works.
Yeah, skyward.
What a beautiful dungeon crawl as well.
Yeah, skyward! Nevertheless, one would speak to you about another matter, if you are amenable. Even considering your loss of memory, one was simply flabbergasted that you could so easily forget the consequences of consuming medicine infused with adeptal blood. Its proclivity to attract monsters is hardly that complicated of a concept to remember. To think that you tried to travel while weak from sickness and heavy with child. Had one not intervened to clear the fog, all of you would have been lost during the night.
Cloud Retainer, best mom. Best mom bird. Give me that burst. I want to see her burst.
Stray clouds converge.
Oh my gosh. Everything about this character is so pretty. Not even just design, her animations, the burst animation here. The animations of like when she's attacking, the charge attack, the jump up. It's all so smooth and elegant. Whew.
Those monsters would hardly have pursued you with such ferocity without sufficient incentive. They were likely incited by the presence of godly remains. Said godly remains, in turn, were likely drawn to the trace of one scent on your body. One was, after all, an active participant in the Archon War. Some of the gods were likely shattered by contraptions of one's very making. In the end, one was relieved to see you endure through the night. At the break of dawn, one heard an infant's cry pierce through the air, and one saw you carefully cradle the child to your chest. Although certain mortal matters remain foreign to me, one could not help but be moved by your joy. To see you happy, that was more than enough.
Aw. I'm trying to figure out how that works. That's crazy. This barrier with a giant shatter, with a giant crack in it as well. Like they were really close to breaking through. Oh, try regular jumping while burst burb is active.
Now you should have a complete understanding of the events.
Wait! But if that's true, then the crane who took care of me when I was sick must also be...
Ah, one had almost neglected to recount the absurdities of that tale.
Pretty. Wow. The lighting completely changes Liyue Harbor. Holy crap, look at this. Just a different lighting palette on it. Just a different shader on it makes this look completely different.
Just as you and I troubled one with her antics, so did you give one many a headache. Upon finding you burning with fever, one made plans to bring you back to one's abode for treatment. However, upon seeing one's form, you began to cry, refusing to get on one's back. When one asked you why, apparently you believed that one could not possibly be a true Adeptus because all illuminated cranes are white from tip to toe. One had no choice but to apply powder to one's body to conceal the variegated nature of one's appearance. You became more than amenable enough when one stood before you devoid of any other coloring. It bears mentioning, however, that as a crane, Yuandai was nearly entirely pure white in color. Though you had never encountered her in that form, you still recognize the essence of her being. Perhaps fate brought you two together in more ways than one.
Coco, the legendary Adeptabeast. What a good loading screen thing to come across.
Now all has been revealed. One owes you an apology, Yuandai. One recognized you upon your very entrance into Wanmin restaurant. One has always viewed you as a disciple of equal standing with Ganyu and Shenhe. Indeed, one wished to bring your story to a satisfactory end with this visit to Liyue Harbor. Still, one could not reveal your identity right away. Had one simply informed you of all you had lost, all those cherished memories would merely have become the fictionalized account of another. Memories are most meaningful when recalled by those who lived through them. Would you not agree? Even if the process was painful and arduous to experience. Have you any further inquiries?
Master, I must ask. If you found me all those years ago, why did you leave me be, even though you knew about my mistake? Why did you not bring me back to Mount Outsong by force?
One has never regarded your action as a mistake. It was a simple choice, nothing more. When it is time for one's progeny to leave the nest, it is the responsibility of an elder to let them fly free. Yet, when your wings grow weary and the night grows dark, just know that you always have a place to which to return. 'Tis a refuge referred to by many a name in mortal writing. Home, nest, haven. Whatever its denomination may be, its essence remains quite unchanged. One speaks, of course, of a place not unlike one's own abode. One's disciples are free to come and go as they wish, yet the door remains forever open to those who wish to return. One rather hopes you count yourself among them.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You and I. One expects you too have sensed the rapid deterioration of your condition as of late. Have you not? 40 years ago, you chose a path without a future. Though one used one's own blood to provide you with a few decades of extra time, it merely delayed the inevitable. One may have extended the path, yet one was unable to alter its final destination. Even the power of an Adeptus has its limits. Had your condition continued to deteriorate, you would have forgotten your life as a human entirely. In the end, you would have turned into a creature lacking in the ability to even comprehend its own monstrousness. Fortunately, you were able to avoid that scenario by reclaiming your memories. Though one sped the process along by providing some guidance, the result is entirely a reflection of your own effort.
So, what's gonna happen to Granny?
One will help her reclaim her original form as a wild crane. If it be fated, she may recover her sentience one day.
She's gotta go back to being a regular crane, huh?
Is there no other way?
Master, you've already done more than enough for me.
I hear the frog too. Saw the frog just wandering around in the in the background during this cutscene.
I don't know how I could possibly repay your kindness. This is a better result than I could have ever hoped for. How much time do I have left?
Not long. The transformation is imminent.
Damn.
Granny, please don't leave, okay? You're all I have left. Please.
Don't be sad, dear child. Granny has led a wonderful life. My only regret is having to leave you behind. Don't forget to eat well, okay? A growing young lady like yourself needs lots of good food to grow big and strong. Promise Granny you'll take good care of yourself when I'm gone.
I promise, Granny. I'll do whatever you say.
Good girl, good girl. Don't worry. It's not goodbye forever. Granny's gonna become the most formidable crane in all of Mount Outsung. Granny will train day and night. I won't stop until I can turn into a human without having to rely on anything but my own power. When that day comes, we'll be able to live together again, you and I. How's that sound?
Good.
That's a good girl. Even though we won't see each other for a little while, as long as we both work hard, we're sure to meet again someday.
I'll eat well, Granny. I promise. And I'll wait for you, no matter how long it takes. I'll wait for you to come back.
That's a good girl. Then Granny really has no more regrets. I'm so sorry, Master. Thank you for everything.
Damn, bro. Look how freaking pretty this is. Holy.
Xianyun.
Who's gonna take care of Xianyun, by the way? We didn't establish that.
Let her be. At her age, crying is a natural, if not fitting, response to such an event. Tears are a necessary part of maturation. Sometimes there is scarcely a better vehicle to wash away the toll of stress and misery. Now that the issue has been resolved, you should also take a moment to relax. Give yourself some time to rest. Take a nap if you must. One will wake you in due time.
Ooh, cutscene. Oh my gosh, this is pretty.
I always believed we would see each other again, that our days of separation would finally end, and all my troubles would be behind me. things could stay this way forever.
A nightmare? Curious. If you're relaxed, shouldn't your dreams be pleasant?
It was a good dream. It's just...
You weren't ready to wake up.
It's a squirrel. Holy crap, he's a Disney princess.
Eloquent as one may be, words of comfort are not one's strong suit. You are doing all you can. One can see your strength of will, your fearlessness in the face of danger. And so, whatever your dream may be, one believes that you shall achieve it. Of course, whenever the perils you face overwhelm you, or you become weary, one is always here for you. After all, as an elder, it is only right to look out for the young ones.
Chicken drumsticks.
I very physically just face palmed. That got me good. That didn't hit me as hard as Rukkhadevada's Ascension. But man, because Aether and Lumine spent, we don't know, hundreds, maybe thousands of years traipsing among the stars before they were separated. We don't know. And like the first on screen that I've seen of them actually interacting other than the start of the game, them running together to the hug and like just hanging out in Liyue Harbor and eating fish and looking at kites. Also, Paimon sucking on her thumb like a baby.
Huh? Was Paimon sleeping just now? Oh, Paimon wasn't talking to you. Paimon had a dream about eating grilled chicken drumsticks, that's all.
Same, kinda.
Madam Adeptus?
Oh, Xianyun, you're awake. How do you feel?
I feel a little better. Thanks. I know I'll see Granny again someday, so I don't feel so sad anymore.
Man, the kids in this game are just built different. Forgot to 4ZL3. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you and welcome aboard. Thank you.
Madam Adeptus, could I ask you something? Would you take me in as a disciple?
Oh, and have you reasons for this sudden interest?
Because otherwise I'm an orphan wandering the streets of Liyue Harbor.
I know Granny thought what she did back then was wrong. She felt really bad about it. But without that mistake, I would have never been born. Even though Granny lost her memories, she never forgot to show me how much she loved me. So I thought maybe one day I could become a cool Adeptus like you and help a whole bunch of people, just like Granny wanted to do.
Upon some reflection, one supposes you are no mere mortal. The fact that Yuendai's blood flows through your veins is proof enough of that. If this is what you desire, one shall make it so.
Thank you so much, Madam Adeptus. No, I mean, Master.
Xianyun, are you sure about this? Paimon's gonna let you in on a little secret. We've seen Cloud Retainer's 2 other disciples, and they pretty much eat nothing but bitter herbs like Xingqiu and violet grass. If you join them, you'll never enjoy Wanmin restaurant's delicious cooking ever again.
How utterly preposterous. One has never enforced such a rule. Every individual must find their own path to enlightenment. So long as one retains a pureness of spirit, one's dietary proclivities are quite irrelevant.
Well, you say that, but Paimon's not seeing any tasty treats up here now, is she?
Oh my gosh, Paimon, down!
Although Mount Outsong is rich in natural beauty, its location does preclude access to certain finer mortal comforts. That is precisely why one plans to relocate to Liyue Harbor. Shuyu shall have the honor of becoming one's first disciple in the human world.
Oh.
Whoa. You're leaving Mount Outsong?
Yeah, that's what she was talking about when she was asking Ping how, like, hey, what's the rent look like here? What's the cost of living and stuff? Ping was like, it's not bad, but, you know, inflation hit Teyvat like a truck. Is that why you took on this human form?
One has never concerned oneself with the location of one's residence. From the very beginning, one has sought only solace and peace. Yet in the end, all of one's disciples ended up in Liyue Harbor. Ganyu, Shenhe, Yuandai, they all chose a life among the mortal world. One has reflected on this fact for many years now. One can only assume that it is due to some failing on one's part as an elder or master. A failing, perhaps, of recognizing what it was they truly wanted. One is most curious as to what aspect of Liyue Harbor could have enticed them to remain there. One could hardly offer an opinion on the matter, but perhaps some time in the harbor will prove instructive. Why are you all so silent?
Paimon is, just a bit shocked, that's all. So, does this mean we can grab a meal together in Liyue Harbor sometime?
One has precious little time to squander. However, if one finds oneself otherwise unoccupied, one would not be opposed to the idea.
You've got to eat sometime, right? I mean...
One will be assuming the identity of a human while residing in Liyue Harbor. You should take care to avoid disclosing one's true identity.
This is a very low back dress, by the way.
Don't worry, we'll help you keep it a secret. So, when can we expect to start seeing you in the city?
I don't know why I noticed that. Anyways.
Perhaps in 2 days' time. One has some matters to see to before one's departure. Preparation is the key to success, after all. One plans to put up various items from one's collection for sale. The earnings should provide for a comfortable living in Liyue Harbor. One has already picked out a handsome property near Chuhu Rock. 'Tis no small purchase, but what is mortal life if not one expense after another?
Thanks.
Seems like you've really thought of everything.
That was fucking real.
Then how about we meet up in Liyue Harbor in 2 days?
A sensible plan. See you then. Oh, also, why don't you take this suspensus somnium mechanism as a souvenir? Anytime you should feel ill at ease in the future, you may try quieting your mind and sitting in meditation as you listen to its melodies. It might help you find a new perspective.
Awesome! Thanks, Cloud Retainer!
Ganyu and Shenhe have different outfits?
Hey, didn't we promise Xingqiu that we'd tell him what we found out? Should we make a trip to the Feiyun Commerce Guild? It's totally up to you.
Oh, wait until 2 days later, wow.
By the way, Xianyun, we have a friend who helped us learn a lot of information about your granny. Is it okay if we tell him the full story?
Sure, I don't think Granny would mind. As long as you don't tell a whole bunch of people. I don't think she'd want too many people to know. They might go to Mount Outsong and start bugging her about it. Granny needs to focus on her training, you know? But telling a friend or two is probably fine.
He's trustworthy.
No worries, our friend can keep a secret.
As he once said,
Chivalry will never die. Oh my gosh, you fucking frog! And this crab! And this crab! And this crab! And this crab! Okay. Oh wow, Xianyun's really tall. I mean, everyone's short compared to Zhongli, but... And everyone's tall compared to Yanfei.
So, about your move to Liyue Harbor, you gonna tell the other Adepti about it?
I have left an explanatory note in my abode. Those two old fossils will discover it, I am sure, should they come seeking my company.
Those two old fossils? You got crabs!
Considering their recent penchant for going off on private escapades, however, I find myself caring little for how they shall receive this news.
I want to see Mooncarver's human form. Do you think he's just like ripped as hell? Do you think he's just a huge built dude? Preposterous. If she's due for a rerun. Also, I didn't see her her idols. Or she's gonna be at the top, right? Where is she? There she is. Elegant, a very elegant character. What the balls is that? Bro, she's got a magical popcorn machine. A good use of your power. A good use of your power, frankly. Also, her leggings are very remind me of Shenhe's. And the top piece kind of reminds me of Ganyu's. You can kind of see like inspiration where like they kind of connect the lore of them in their designs even, you know, just like the dark sheer top, and I guess even the leggings of Ganyu as well. They connect I like that, how they connect people's designs in with their lore, even with Jean. Jean's got the cross earrings, and Barbara has a little cross tassel thing on her book. I think that's cool when they do that. When they do that with the design, they make designs functional, not functional, but you know what I mean. So she has another. Oh, would it be in the shop or something? I guess I can't check alternate outfits in this, can I? Also, where's Shenhe? Also, I've been noticing more red ropes on, like Ganyu also has red ropes. She's got them crisscrossed on her back, and then she's got this tying her vision to her. Shenhe obviously has her red ropes, but then does Xianyun have any red ropes? I mean, just this, right? Not really. Because I guess she doesn't necessarily need to restrain herself. Restrain yourself! Calm yourself, child! In the chop. Outfits. Holy. That reminds me of Farina's. What the heck is this? What the heck is this? This is obviously like a garter belt. What the heck is this thing? Like a, what do you have? Just got a piece of gold on your leg. This reminds me a lot of Farina's. Oh, she's got different hair ornaments too. Because her hair's up. Oh, her hair's not down. It's in a bun. Oh, the hair in the bun looks dope on her. I always forget that she has long hair back here. Ganyu with short hair actually looks... I kind of like short hair Ganyu a little bit better. I like this one too. Anyways. Oh, we have... just in case we're able to, it's possible. You guys said that like the earliest you guys have gotten a 5-star is like, you know, super low pity. There's a possibility. So for the next 3 days, if we have wishes, I will pull on Neuvillette. And then because I will be spending phase 1 of 5.3, I won't be pulling on Mavuika or Sitali. So we'll be able to build some up during 5.3 phase 1. So I'll be pulling on Neuvillette when we have wishes, and we do. So let's do that to close the stream out after we go talk to Guha Geek. Oop, wait, hang on. Oh, wait till 2 days later. Let's go down to Liyue Harbor and then wait. Take a look at Xingqiu's outfit. Oh, wait, I have Xingqiu. That's pretty dapper. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot, actually. That's dope. Very regal looking, my good sir. I like that. Very regal. I saw someone online say that like Xingqiu's hair looks weird. It looks like it looks weird, but I'm sure that person would fawn over Yelan all day long, and it's like the same hair. Catching is great. Catchings is great. Still can't believe we lost her. We still can't believe that we got the 5-star that we got on standard was Tainari again. That's so unbelievable. They go to the same barbers. Fit right. That does look kind of Fontanian. Every time someone has good attire, I always call it Fontanian drip because that's like my barometer in this game for good clothing. Drink water, everyone. Especially if you're staying up. A lot of you are staying up hella late for some reason. Yuendai's VA really sounds like it might be Yinger's VA. They sound very, very similar.
Your concerns are excessive and unfounded. This is but a simple collection of ordinary valuables. Such intense scrutiny is hardly necessary.
To be quite honest, your insistence on that fact is my primary cause for concern. In what way are any of these ordinary? Every single item here could be worth more than everything I own combined. I simply can't risk shelling out that kind of mora without proper scrutiny. If I'm wrong, I would never be able to earn it back, not even if I worked every single day for the rest of my life. I have to be careful. Yes, you can never be too careful.
We're here, Clout.
Oh my gosh,
Shenhe,
Paimon.
what are you guys arguing about?
Please.
Ah, perfect timing. This ignoramus is questioning the authenticity of my wares. I'll have you know, these items have remained untouched in my personal collection for several hundred years. To question their legitimacy is pure folly.
Several hundred years?
Indeed. They're family heirlooms, you see, passed down over many generations, as families are wont to do.
Yep, they've definitely been around a while. We can vouch for her on that one.
Yeah, she old as frick.
Hear that? Had I not found myself in need of Mora, I would scarcely have had the heart to part with them. Indeed, you should consider it an honor to even have the opportunity to behold them with your own eyes.
Okay, calm down, Cloud Mom.
Doubt their authenticity any further, and I may just decide to take them to another buyer.
Whoa, please don't go! I apologize for any insult, miss. You see, I know full well that I lack the knowledge to judge the true worth of these items. If you could wait but a moment, I've hired an expert to appraise them for me. He should be here shortly.
An expert, you say? Very well. I will wait for a little while longer, then. Traveler, Paimon, this is my new residence. If you have cause to seek my company in the future, this is where you can find me.
Master! Oh, it's you two again.
I, for some reason, for a brief second, thought that Shuyu... I know he said he. For a microsecond, I thought that Shuyu was the expert that he'd called in.
Xianyun, you got a new outfit. It looks great on you.
Mm-hmm. Master made it for me. I like it too.
Huh? You know how to make clothes?
Do I know how to make clothes? With the support of the proper mechanism, sewing is hardly a challenge.
I'm sure she made this strip that she's wearing.
Master, I brought in most of my stuff. There's a few boxes left, but they're kind of heavy, so I just left them outside.
Fret not. I shall help you move them into your room.
Actually, I should probably sort through my stuff a bit first. Everything's kind of messy right now, so maybe you could, not look yet, Master? Yeah, that'd be great.
It appears my young apprentice has her own fair share of secrets. No matter. Do what you must, child. Now, this expert you mentioned. When can we expect their arrival?
For appraisal, I almost would have assumed that he would call Yanfei. Better call Yanfei.
Soon. Ah, there he is. Here, allow me to make some introductions.
Oh!
This is Mr. Zhongli, a well-respected consultant at Wangshang Funeral Parlor and an expert in all manner of valuables and antiques.
That makes way more sense.
Mr. Zhongli, this is Miss Shenhyun. She's the one who's looking to sell the collection of valuables I mentioned earlier.
Huh.
If it isn't Miss Shenhyun. It has been quite some time since our last meeting. What a serendipitous reunion.
Indeed, most serendipitous. Have you been faring well as of late, Mr. Zhongli?
Does he know? There's no way he doesn't know. If anything, he can probably just sense her energy or something. Like,
quite well, thank you. I was fortunate enough over the past few days to enjoy both a stroll in the mountains and a fresh brew of tea from the most recent harvest. The experiences left me with such insight and peace.
Huh. So you two are already acquainted?
just a couple of old fogies.
Indeed. How fortunate we are that fate has brought us together again. If you are otherwise unaware, allow me to inform you that Miss Xianyun is a well-regarded collector and appraiser. She is well-versed in all fields, and oft-celebrated for her impeccable taste. You stand to gain much from this opportunity.
You are too kind, Mr. Zhongli. True collectors pride themselves on their wealth of knowledge and eye for detail. I can say without a doubt that you are foremost in that regard.
Why, you flatter me, Miss Xianyun. It would seem that you are as self-effacing as ever.
Not at all, Mr. Zhongli. Not at all.
I don't mean to keep clicking. I don't know why I keep doing that. I'm playing with my mouse for some reason. That's...
While I am
Sorry.
loath to butt into this conversation, I must ask, You two already knew each other, and you seem to have quite a cordial relationship. Can I be certain that you're not working together to swindle me? I mean, you never know.
That's a reasonable suspicion.
Huh! A preposterous accusation.
Preposterous.
The heavens themselves would collapse before we would conspire to do such a thing.
Oh my gosh, calm down, Cloudbird.
Miss Shenhe speaks the truth. Contracts are built on honesty and trust. If that proves to be beyond your capabilities in this instance, this transaction may be taken elsewhere.
If that proves to be beyond your capabilities, then suffer the wrath of the rock. Cloud Retainer kind of has a short trigger, doesn't she? She kind of has a hair trigger.
Say no more. Let us depart.
I jest. What fool would still harbor doubts after Mr. Zhongli himself has vouched for the goods? Miss Xianyun, wait! I deeply apologize for doubting you. So, Mr. Zhongli, could you please give me a final verdict on the value of these items?
There is no cause for concern. They are indeed rare and precious valuables. Take this mechanism, for instance. Though one may not immediately perceive its purpose, its structure and appearance are exquisite enough to merit it a place in any fine home. The same can be said for this one here. Few could hope to possess an item that so perfectly blends mechanical wonder with geometric grace. I am sure you have heard from your travels that the study of mechanisms is among the most wondrous arts in this world. With that in mind, I earnestly recommend procuring every last item in this collection.
All right. Since I hired you as my consultant, Mr. Zhongli, I shall, of course, trust your good opinion.
Hey, also, Zhongli got a couple more in his pocket for doing this appraisal as well. Maybe he can afford some food.
Then, in that case, Miss Xianyun, I'll take the lot. However, since the final sum is quite large, how about we start with an initial deposit through the Northland Bank?
The Northland Bank? Huh. Oh, you refer to the fiduciary house. Oh, very well.
Thanks for stopping by, Halcyon. Thank you. Appreciate you.
I fear people only use the term bank nowadays. In that case, I'll be off for now. I'll return to collect the goods once you've received the funds.
Zhongli!
My friends, have you been doing well?
We've been great! How about you? Paimon didn't know you were such a busy consultant!
My days have been quite pleasant as well. I had been quietly enjoying a cup of tea when Mr. Xiaozu requested my services. As for you, Miss Shenhe, I presume you must be looking to settle in the city?
I must say, the name Xianyun sounds exceedingly strange coming from you. Perhaps you could dispense of that particular epithet in further conversation.
Whatever for. Am I not addressing you as a friend should?
Well, that is true, but... Alas, refer to me however you will. After all, a name exists such that others may address you with it. One is hardly ignorant of that fact.
It would seem that you have gained many valuable insights over the years, Cloud Retainer.
One has indeed. One's previous days were all brief. Now that one has made up one's mind to move and settle, one has gained a much better appreciation of the hubbub and commotion of the city, as well as the people's hard work and ardor. This city is much changed from how it was more than 1,000 years ago.
Not unlike the ocean tides, so too shall the movement of people ebb and flow. From turmoil to peace, enlightenment to aspiration. Human society possesses limitless potential. In another 1,000 years, the scene we witness here may change in ways that are impossible for either of us to imagine.
Alright, that's enough reflection for one day. No need to get all sentimental on us.
Let the old people reminisce a little, Paimon.
You make a valid point, Paimon. Now that the sale has concluded, what say one plays the host as we try some specialty dishes together? One must profess great interest in trying bamboo shoot soup.
Perhaps you have forgotten, Cloud Retainer, but I once tried my hand at that dish. You were at the table on that occasion, so logic dictates that you should have already tried it.
Oh? What occasion was this?
It was a reunion between friends several centuries ago. Alas, you must have been too preoccupied to secure yourself a portion. Or perhaps our other companions simply availed themselves of faster reflexes on that occasion.
You always speak so flowery, Zhongli.
Hardly. 'Twas most certainly out of consideration for the others in attendance. In but a moment, one will show you what it means to have a true deftness of hand. It is settled then. Bamboo shoot soup, mora meat, crab roe tofu, triple layered consommé. We shall enjoy the lot.
I think I have all of those recipes, actually.
One has already passed word to Shenhe and Ganyu to make a reservation. It is prime time for them to meet one's newest disciple. Is that agreeable to everyone?
It should be a most splendid occasion.
Thank you so much, Cloud Retainer. She's got wings on her heels.
Shu Yu, come now, it is time to dine. Ah, this gentleman over here is Mr. Zhongli. He is,
broke, as it were.
A humble employee of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Nice to meet you too, Mr. Zhongli.
I always forget that Hu Tao is your boss. What a trip that must be.
That should be everyone, right? Let's go!
Sounds good. Actually, Master, have you ever tried Adeptus' temptation? I heard it's impossible to stop eating after even just one bite. You know, 'cause it's super tempting and stuff. Is that true?
That sounds rather implausible. Although with the right preparation, certain dishes can be too delicious to resist.
Huh? Why are you all walking so fast? Hey, wait for Paimon! Hey, wait up!
Yay! Oh my gosh, 60 Primo Gems! That was adorable and very, very, very nice. I enjoyed all of that. Unsigned letter. For a second, I thought that we could loot these 2 crates. And I was like, oh, that's a little messed up, but... What seems like a book of accounts. A letter can also be found inside. Little you, my dear daughter, by the time you read this, Mommy and Daddy will have already left to go on a long journey. Your granny may get a little forgetful sometimes, so try to jot down little reminders for her around the house whenever you can. Mommy and Daddy are counting on you to take care of Granny while we're gone. You might be wondering why Mommy and Daddy have to leave. Well, my dear daughter, in this world, everyone's got something that they just have to do. Your Mommy and Daddy are no different. Did you know? Daddy was actually awfully sick as a child. How sick, you might ask? Well, even the doctor could barely feel Daddy's pulse. It was that weak. But Daddy still managed to grow up. Looking back, there were many times when Daddy thought he might not make it. In the end, though, Daddy pushed through every time. Pretty amazing if you think about it. Maybe Daddy is just really lucky, or who knows? Maybe he has some super powerful Adeptus looking out for him. Either way, Daddy has always felt like he's received a lot of love from this world. And you know what? Daddy loves this world right back. They told Daddy that this mission would be super dangerous, but both Mommy and Daddy decided to sign up. You'll have grown quite a bit taller the next time Mommy and Daddy see you again. Maybe you'll be so quite big by then that Mommy and Daddy won't even recognize you. How about this? Let's use a code. Do you still remember that one phrase Daddy taught you when you were little? That can be our secret code the next time we see each other again. That way, you'll recognize us no matter how. That way, we'll recognize each other no matter what. You remember it, don't you? Well, while the middle of the stand guard, evil shall never prevail. Oh, that's sad. Nice place you got, Cloud Retainer.
Adventurer.
Right next to...
Hey there.
Yep.
Don't be shy.
Let's watch... let's watch the demo and teaser and then end. It's been 3 hours and it is past midnight here, my time. But, you know, tomorrow's Saturday. And I just like to make people smile. Yes. Okay, was there anything else I wanted to look at real quick? Anyone else's, like, I don't think so, right? This isn't gonna make a ton of sense. Her expression kind of, her resting expression kind of reminds me of Shogun's resting expression. She kind of looks like she always has, like, slightly pursed lips. Whoa, what the? Oh, it's that. That's hilarious, by the way. Doesn't she always? She kind of looks like she constantly has slightly pursed lips, very similar to like Shogun's resting face. I need her. Want to pull her immediately. We need one of her in our roster. One of the best designs in the whole game, too.
Transferring commodities back and forth, and those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle.
I wasn't expecting to get Zhongli interaction at the end of that. At the end of this quest. Okay. New Valette banner. We have 4. Because there's always a possibility. This is how gambling addictions start. Start as if I haven't been pulling on characters for the past 6 months. Suffer the wrath of the rock. All right, let's watch those, and then that will do it for today. Is a gift. Let me go. Doop boop doop 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 boop 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 doop doop. Trailer or demo or teaser first? Boop. Trailer or teaser first? You think? How much pretty do I have on for new Valette banner? Like 5, because we just pulled Zhongli. Teaser then demo? Can do.
Huh? A story about Master? Let me think. Master's a great inventor. When I was a child, she made all kinds of toys for me.
Oh my gosh! Ah! Baby Ganyu!
They were often too advanced for me. But they always showed me how much she cared.
Huh. You want to hear a story about Master? Master might say she likes peace and quiet, but she doesn't mind getting visitors on Mount Outsong. In truth, she does get lonely if no one ever goes to see her.
Cloud Retainer, you say? Yes, I know a tale or two. There was a time when she preferred to appear in human form, and was revered as a bold and decisive figure.
Really? Aw, we've never seen her in that form
speaks about one behind one's back?
Not to worry. I'm sure you will have the chance to very soon.
That was a very Eula sneeze. Yeah, that was an extremely Eula sneeze. Baby Ganyu!
For me. But they...
She's so small and cute. Oh my gosh. Okay. Demo. Cute. Screen this.
For a modern heroine, we need a modern weapon.
Quite.
The likes of swords, staffs, spears, bows are ubiquitous in opera. We need something more original. For example...
Gusto.
Gusto?
Martial arts in a lifetime, yet to invent is to change life itself. Invention is the better part of valor.
Stop! I can't use any of this in the script. She's utterly ridiculous. An inventress? What a load of...
Ooh. That entrance. Superhero landing entrance.
Well, have I convinced you yet?
Absolutely! Please, Miss Inventress, help me down from here, please!
That's not the same. It's not, is it? Wait, hold on. Is it the same? It can't be, right? Because wasn't the other one just a shrine maiden? This can't be this. Is this the same character who was writing a story about Yai Miko in Miko's trailer? No, that was just a shrine maiden. Never mind. Never mind. I just looked. Just a shrine maiden. NBD, just a shrine maiden. One of the prettiest burst animations we've seen. Up there with like Uemiya's burst animation. Oh boy. All right. That was much longer than I intended on streaming today, but very, very nice. What else should I do? I think I asked what I should do before Fontaine, but a more pertinent question. Actually, I'm gonna ask this as well. A more pertinent question might be, what should I do prior to Lantern Rite? Because Lantern Rite is on New Year's, you said, right? Or New Year's Eve. So maybe on Monday? Question mark. Maybe on Monday we'll knock out some stuff. Because I imagine Lantern Rite, there's gonna be a lot of spoilery stuff. Recaps of old Lantern Rites. Okay, can do that. So you get any more ideas of like what we can do? quest recommendations thread on the Discord, which, by the way, thank you for all the newcomers. Also, forgot to mention, but we hit 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. So like 6 months ago, when I started the Conry channel, my only goal was, I was like, I wonder if I can hit 100. I wonder if I can hit 100 subs by the end of the year. And in the final hours of, the final days of the year, you guys took us past 2,000. So thank you all so much. And as the radish says, grow. My New Year's gift to you all will be my Genshin fic that I'm working on. So thank you all so much for stopping by. As always, the panels on my About tab on Twitch have the YouTube and they linked, and they have the Discord linked and all that stuff. Discord, merch, Twitter, all that stuff is linked below. And yeah, I think that does it. So thank you all so much again. Let's get some nuts to round this stream out. Make sure you drink some water, and please go to sleep if it's crazy late. Like a lot of you stay up late watching this. So I will see all of you. I think I'm going to take Saturday, so tomorrow, as my normal rest day. Even though I did just take a week off and then took another day off as well. I'm going to take Saturday as my normal rest day. And then we'll be back Sunday doing something. And then Monday will be some more normal stuff and things like that. So thanks again. Appreciate you all. See you next time. Bye-bye.